Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 5 of the Summer Skirmish. My name's Zeke, and this week we're joined by Nick A30.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to week 5. It's going to be exciting. I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So Nick has actually been competing for the last few weeks, and we said, Nick, come hang out. And you flew in from far.
All the way from Canada, Nova Scotia, the East Coast. So it's been quite a journey, and I'm very hyped to see what these teams do. You know, people like TSM, we have Optic, we have FaZe, and just, you know, people who don't even compete. There's like people who in the solo showdown who are competing. There's cosplayers. There's people from the forums, Reddit, right? It's going to be really, really exciting. Can't wait.
Yeah, for sure. And every week we swap things up with the format. This week, it's called Kingpin. So basically, everyone's fighting for the most points. Eliminations are worth a point each. If your duo team can score 7 or more eliminations, you activate something called Wrecking Ball bonus. We'll get to that in a second. And if your team gets a Victory Royale, you get the Kingpin bonus. Now, here's the thing. Wrecking Ball means that in the next game, whatever points that team scored will be doubled.
Yeah.
So it's going to be crazy. And then with the Victory Royale, those next points for the next game are going to be tripled.
And what's interesting is that if you get that Victory Royale, you know, you don't get any points in that current game. It's all for the next game, and you have to work for those points, those tripled points. You need to get eliminations. Eliminations are the only way to get points.
That's right. And with, I mean, $1 million, $500,000 on the line for each day, it's a lot of money. And that's the breakdown right there. So, you know, people are going to be competing. It's going to be a good time.
And with this format, it's going to be exciting, right? There's going to be a lot of incentive now to get those eliminations. People are going to be very aggressive. People are going to be playing possibly different. And I think it's going to lead up to a really, really action-packed tournament. So I cannot wait to see what goes down.
Yeah, and we're actually going to have 8 games coming your way today. It's not going to be a total of 10, you know, that can kind of fluctuate. Yeah. It's actually going to be 8 full games. And at the end, we'll have ourselves a winner. Speaking of participants, we've got, like you talked about, people from TSM. We got people from FaZe. Looking there, you can see the little crowns are people that, you know, we've invited, and then the other icon is the solo showdown people. I mean, look at them. There's a ton of them.
And what Solo Showdown is, for those of you guys that don't know, just a quick breakdown, it's just a more competitive version of solo gameplay. And basically, the top participants of that game mode may possibly get invited. And as you see, they did down in the scoreboard right here.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people, so we'll have to keep an eye on. Keep in mind, this is duos. So it's going to be a pretty intense game.
It's going to be interesting. There's a lot of duos involved, and just your play style is way more different. I think the key thing here is with duos, you need to be communicative, whether that's saying you have a med kit, whether you don't, whether you need this, whether you don't have that. Everything just helps your teammate make a better call on what you need to do. So it's going to be interesting.
For sure. And for you guys watching at home, don't forget to hit us with that hashtag Summer Skirmish. Let us know how you're enjoying the action. Talk about your predictions. Send us your favorite clips. Talk about how wonderful you think Nick A is. Answer, very. I want you to tweet at him. Tell him you love him. But yeah, man, we're pretty excited.
Yeah, it's so exciting to be involved in this. So I just want to give a huge shout out to Epic Games. They're awesome, and this format is going to be so interesting. So can't wait.
What do you think? Tell me some of your predictions.
I would say early on, we tend to see in previous tournaments, you know, people going towards the outskirts of the maps to avoid encounters, right? To get that Victory Royale, which was what the scoring was all about in previous tournaments for the most part. But now with this format, we might see people going, a lot more people going Tilted Towers, Salty Springs, just the central locations. And I think there's going to be people all around the map. And it's not just going to be people near the outskirts.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when people start activating Wrecking Ball bonuses, the Victory Royale. You know, it's important. We talked about it. Though it's not the points in the game currently. It's your next game, right? So,
and mind you, getting that Wrecking Ball bonus, the 7+ eliminations, is not easy. We're talking about pro level teams here. You have to find 4 teams to eliminate them, and it's just going to be a tough thing to do. You might even see people playing for that Victory Royale versus the Wrecking Ball bonus.
For sure. But let's hop into game. Nick, you ready? Here we go.
Born ready. I can't wait to see what these teams do.
Let's do it. Hopping into match 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're excited. Here's hopping over to Cypher PK, who's teamed up with Creo.
Yeah,
pretty good.
So what I noticed is that there's a lot of teams or a lot of locations where you can go and get a lot of loot, but not a lot of mats, and then also get a lot of mats, but not a lot of loot. In this area, looks like we got some action right here. Taken down.
That was Yo-Yo Keep It Up. We've seen Yo-Yo Keep It Up playing the last few tournaments, but wow, to be taken down this early.
Yeah. And so like the thing is here with there's not too many furniture or too much things to farm basically, and you're not gonna have a lot of loot. They see another enemy. They both have the high ground here. They're gonna want to coordinate very well, I think. Otherwise,
oh no, Cypher goes down. It's okay though. He hasn't been eliminated. He's just down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
so
he got it.
He got it. There we go. So it's gonna be okay. I like that they opted to land at Hero Base. They're at the edge of the map. You kind of talked about landing on the outskirts. So.
And the thing is, everyone has that idea. If you're gonna play it safe, well, I bet you like 20 other teams have that idea as well. So to go in the outskirts and think you're gonna be alone is a big mistake. And I'm glad that they were prepared there. They did a really well job.
Yeah. And this is the C9 guys, Kriz and Bandit. They've opted to land Gus or Racetrack. I like to call it Gus.
Yeah.
Have you actually ever been to the racetrack?
I have. It's really nice with the ATKs. It's a good rotation because you can get in and out very quickly. I mean, there's not a lot of mats to be farmed here except for that stuff. So, but there is a lot of loot. And then bam, you take those ATKs, you're out of there, and you're at a new location or even a rift.
Yeah. So. There's some rifts very close to here.
Yeah.
I think. Do you think maybe there's like someone here?
I would assume so. I don't think he'd be wasting these mats early on. If there wasn't, and it looks like there is one taken down instant.
Oh, wow. Okay, so there's one. So that was one of the duos.
It could easily change though very quickly. I would coordinate very well with my team here.
Oh, he's stuck up behind him.
Perfect opportunity for a flank by his teammate, and it looks like he does.
Oh,
pinched.
There
Down
they go.
And out.
That was One Shot Girl. Okay.
Oh.
So C9 find One Shot Girl and her duo partner.
Wow.
That was really good.
That was really well played there. And the way he built to give his opportunity, to give his teammate an opportunity to come from behind. And then they both pinched him at the same time, and they were out before they could know.
Yeah.
That was great.
And this is Ninja and Reverse 2K. So we've actually seen Reverse 2K show up, man. 2 weeks ago, or maybe it's 3 at this point, he actually had the most eliminations with 9.
Wow.
And actually took away a huge bonus and play. So Reverse is a monster.
And it looks like he is going for more eliminations right here. He probably wants that Wrecking Ball bonus. Doesn't look like he's playing for the Victory Royale. Going for the kills right here.
Yeah. And that's the tough thing, right? It's like you decide do you play for Victory Royale.
Good shot. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm telling you, man. Reverse 2K.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Yeah. And now they can both team up. I play it really slow here or even put a lot of pressure. It all depends. He's trying to box himself and use natural cover. I would assume he's out of ammo or mats here. That's why he's going into house. Can't rely on any kind of building. Reverse. And so what they would want to do, Ninja and Reverse. Oh, they're getting third-partied? Is that another team?
It looks like it.
Oh, wow.
Well, he pyramid him. No, he wasn't able to pyramid.
No. Looks like they have the low ground now.
Yeah, no. We need to find
what's
backing
interesting is Reverse only has a handful of mats. So
yeah.
he can only build about 7 things right now.
And the player who probably ran out of mats who's in that house is still in there. There's 3 teams right now involved, a solo and then 2 duos together. So looks like they're going to pinch the one in the house together.
Oh,
wow.
Okay, that was Ghost DMO, so they take him out.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, this is another player. Look, you can see them peeking through there. They're just going to blow the wall. They're like, hey, what's up? How's it going?
And now he's in defense mode. Oh!
I think that's
the trap?
Ghost Bizzle.
Oh, wow. Did he place a trap on the roof there, or what did he get hit by? A shotgun?
It was a shotgun. Yeah, he got tagged
super
super hard.
Low health here, low mats, low ammo.
I think it's interesting too. We talked about it, duos, man.
Yeah.
You brought up a great point, and that it's like buying enough time, right? You have to basically create opportunities for your teammate to kind of come out of nowhere.
Right.
So it's interesting. Ninja and Reverse kind of charge in the house, and then he ate a bunch of slugs.
Yeah, and they're both low. Ninja and Reverse are both low here, so they're in a tough situation. They're pinched in here. They can't make a run for it because they have very low mats unless they go to the house next door and then farm up there, but that would be a risky move as well. They almost have to listen and kind of be aware. Just because you have the low ground does not mean you're out. I would say if they're using their ears, they have good headphones, they can really pinpoint and play it smart here. 1 C4, however, they're dead. 1 explosive.
That's true.
It's a tough situation to be in. They're staying this close to each other.
You can hear them talking a little bit.
Yeah. What are they planning?
Of course, they get quiet when we want to listen in.
I think they're just listening probably for footsteps.
Yeah.
The smart move.
Because you talked about it. There's another duel here, Summer. Oh, I think that was them.
Yeah. Now, mind you, he did get a down, if I'm not mistaken, earlier.
Yes.
And I don't know if he got eliminated. However, that's something to consider. If he is alive, he may be still low health, the enemy.
Oh, that's a good point. Is that if you down, there's 2 players. So if you down one,
you're not out.
Yeah, you're not out until you're actually eliminated, and then that teammate can actually res them.
The same rail as last game?
Okay, so this is the FaZe guys, Replays, and Thieves.
Interesting.
Hanging out on the edge of the map.
And they're playing the safe route. These guys are most likely going for that Victory Royale bonus, the Kingpin bonus, which would triple your score in the next game. because as you can see, they have no eliminations, and they're farming up materials. They got a good loadout. They've got a pump. They can combo to their SMG. They have the AR for medium range with that first shot accuracy. They got their long range for the bolt. Well, how do you feel? I feel like with the bolt action, it's not necessarily a good weapon to have late game because everyone's tunneled up, right?
Yeah.
And you don't really get a shot.
Yeah, exactly. That and the hunting rifle. It just makes it difficult because, as everyone's kind of building walls and they're trying to tunnel safely, you kind of miss out. So I would assume later on he's probably going to drop that and find grenades of some kind, any kind of explode. I mean, even like a chug jug, meds, more shields, we'll have to see.
Yeah, but as you can see now, he's clearly like farming up. He wants to make sure he has enough mats for late game. I would say you either want to have 500 wood, 500 brick, 500 metal, and if not, just 1,500 materials in total is a safe amount for the game. And I would assume these guys are going to try to avoid all engagements. They want to go late game, and every single engagement you take, it's a risk at dying. So why take that risk if you're trying to go for a Kingpin bonus?
Yeah, and I think with this format, it's gonna kind of force you to play one way or the other.
Exactly. Yeah, they're definitely going to be teams who are aggressive, and then teams who are playing it smart for that Kingpin, and then they'll be aggressive in the next game. So,
and that's the thing too, right? Even if you do, let's say, get a victory out. Oh, no way!
No, he missed.
So close. Oh, I don't think he took a shot.
I think he's down. One of them's down. He's going for the res. He's trying to build it.
Oh, it's Hysteria!
Wow.
Yeah,
there is another team.
Yeah, so I think that was Courage and Hysteria. They're both down. They've been eliminated.
Yeah. And now here's where it comes to play. Are they going to play it passively, or are they going to take this fight? Do they want to risk it? Because even no matter how good you are in this game, all it takes is one shot and you're eliminated. One C4, one explosive, then you're on the defensive, then you're building, you're trying to run away. And it's just, it could get tricky here if they take this fight. I would not count any team out.
Yeah.
But it looks like they want that loot.
Okay. You can hear him talking about the thermal AR there.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that this other team they're fighting didn't even, I guess, like they let them push up. You think they would have tried to suppress them a little bit.
Right. That's true. That's a good point. They may not. Oh, getting the high ground. Easy to take out.
Oh,
went for that connecting structure. Took it all down.
And this is, again, just talking back to the duos. You saw they lasered two separate ramps there and then immediately dropped that player.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You really want to be coordinated. You don't want to let two people be firing at you all at once. Takes a shot. Shotgun up close.
Oh, this is looking painful. Wait, it was a big tag?
Wow.
Okay, so that was Big Daddy Melts.
Instant as well. Instant elimination.
So that means his teammate was probably downed or was eliminated.
And that's the thing, as we were talking about earlier, you really don't want to let two people be firing at you at once. If you're getting team fired, you really want to communicate that to your teammate and let them know, like, I am getting fired here. They're both focused on me, and that means you're going to have a clear shot. They're not going to be shooting at, your teammate, and that's a perfect opportunity to strike.
This is Symphony and Excels. They're hanging out near Shifty Shafts. So Symphony actually has one elimination, which is good.
Looks like he's hiding in the house.
Oh, there's a player.
Hit him hard. Nice.
Oh,
nice. Oh, look, that was Reverse 2K.
2K.
That means Ninja and Reverse 2K have been eliminated. So, and there you go. So Ninja is now spectating you.
They were low on mats, as we saw earlier, and that's the thing. That's why they were staying so close to that house, trying to use natural cover to hide or try to, get an advantage. But unfortunately, as they had the high ground there, they had the advantage, and they took it. They took that kill for. It was great.
Oh, this is Monster D-Face. He's a great member of the community.
Very skilled player.
Oh, yeah.
I actually watched him. Oh, the body shot.
Oh, okay, so he just walks up.
They want to be careful here not to be too aggressive, though. I mean, any man's game right now. But if they're smart, they'll coordinate a team fire from up high. He's running.
Oh, so he's just deciding to disengage. I think that's the right play.
That is.
If your teammate's eliminated, you just got to bail out.
Yeah, even going for that high ground on the mountain, if he builds up there, that's a smart play. That way, as soon as they're building, I mean, hey, you don't have your weapons equipped. You have your book out. You can't fire back, and that's a perfect opportunity. Oh,
that Klinger was very close.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw there, as Monster was running, he actually dropped his brick for his teammate. So it sounds like his teammate maybe didn't have mats. And Monster was like, yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it.
That's true teamwork right there. That's what it's all about, communication. It all comes back down to that in duos. We are playing a duos tournament, not solos. Build off right here.
Oh, man. Oh, he's got the boogie?
Yep. And I think in this situation, the enemy they're going up against, they should technically... Oh, he's getting pinched.
Oh, third party. He got third partied. He got sniped with a sniper at 85 meters. No.
Twitch Concord is low.
Okay.
Conor.
Oh, look, so he's only got 22 HP. So he's actually been down before. That's why the health is ticking for 2 instead of 1. Oh, they got to get Monster.
And it looks like the explosive barrage is coming in there. Yeah. Liquid 72 hours.
Okay.
Great play.
Dude, Liquid 72 is here.
And that's the thing about these engagements, whether you get into a build-off or not, you've got to be quick because otherwise people are going to hear that and come in. You know, they'll hear you from a mile away and they'll start pinching in and you'll get pinched from multiple teams before you know it. You've got to be quick with your engagements.
That's right.
Against pro players.
Let's actually take a look at a replay we have. This is actually coming in from Ninja earlier. Or I'm sorry, this is Symphony and XLs. Just kidding, I lied.
Ready? Ready?
So it's... Oh, did you hear?
The coordination.
It was Ninja. I double lied. Yeah, but that's cool. They're like, ready, go. And then it's immediately 2 players lasering someone. Dude, they instantly eliminated him.
I've been in that situation. It's so hard to come back from that.
Oh my gosh.
I
don't know how I feel about this, Nick.
This is tough. They're both in the storm. No heals. He's going to go down here. I think his only option is just try to take out one with him right here. There's no way he can survive. Unless his teammates... Okay, unless his teammate has some heals, which I don't know.
They're pretty far from the storm. I mean,
they are.
It's sticking for 2.
Right.
Oh, Chris is going to... Yeah.
Good try.
C9 were eliminated there inside the storm. But this is Symphony and XLs. These were the guys that took out Ninja. They're making their way.
Building up high, getting to a build-off now. Again, comes back to it. Do you really want to build up high in these late games when the circle is so small? Shotgun. Oh, beautiful play.
That was the other group of C9 guys. That was Shiv C.
One fucking bullet. Freaking bullet.
Ooh. I think, and that's a great point. You know, we've actually seen in solos, people tend to build very high. But in duos, when you build up high, there's not much structure, right? So anyone can just take the whole thing down, and you fall and take a bunch of fall damage.
And it won't be just one person shooting it; it'll be 2 people shooting it. So it's going to go down in twice, in like double the time or less time than normal in solos. So it's definitely something to consider.
So, Nick, you've actually played in these tournaments, right?
Yeah.
You've been here.
Yeah.
So what do you think is going through the minds of these players as they're finding themselves top 30 and they're trying to get that dub?
From what we've saw right now, it looks like this Kingpin bonus and the, well, not really the Kingpin bonus, the Wrecking Ball bonus is really forcing people to play more aggressively. As you can see on screen now, I think it's XLs. He has 3 kills, so or 3 eliminations, sorry. So he's playing a lot more aggressively than normal.
Yeah, and it looks like they have 4 total because this is his teammate here. So in 3 more, they'd activate Wrecking Ball, which would be huge. So we'll have to keep an eye out. There's still 34 players. That's a lot of people that you have potentially eliminations on.
We haven't really seen too many people tunnel up, or as we normally see in previous tournaments where they'd hide and they tunnel up, they'd peek from pyramids. It's a lot of aggressive play right now, which is interesting, the way the strategies people are taking in these tournaments right now.
Mm-hmm. And XL's finding himself with a grenade launcher. That's always great to have, especially toward the late game.
I would say that late game, you're definitely going to want to have some kind of explosive, and you should almost save your ammo, save that C4, save that RPG for late game. That's when it really comes into play.
Here
Looks like they see someone.
Yep, he's going to use 2 of the grenades. Oh, wow. He finds replays from the phase guys.
They're going to want to put a lot of pressure on him now before they can get that high ground. They connected, so shooting that structure won't break it down.
That's right. It looks like he's going to try and just join his teammate up high.
Nice.
So there you go. His teammate eliminated him. That was Phase Thieves. So that's it. So Symphony and XLs, I believe, now have 2 more eliminations. So that should be, I believe it's 6.
Yeah.
Because
I think they need 1 more kill for that Wrecking Ball bonus.
Woo!
Cypher getting an elimination.
The guy up top.
I love that communication.
Very good communication. Very skilled player. Cypher is one of the best editors, renowned as one of the best editors.
Do you have clingers?
No,
Looks like they're planning something. There's he got an elimination, an instant one earlier, so there must be another team, 2 people.
Oh, right.
I'm getting shot from the top.
I love how quickly, like you talked about, the communication is key, man.
Yeah.
Oh no, his teammate goes down.
He has a couple options. He's going to keep putting pressure so he can't go for that elimination. If I was the enemy right now, I would try to go for that elimination against LG Creo.
You think so?
To try to get that, but
you crawl in?
For the Kingpin bonus or the
his teammate's going to die.
You see how we try to like edit the wall to make sure his teammate could crawl in?
Right.
It's honestly not that bad of a situation. His teammate is very close. The storm is probably taking for 2, but look at him. He's fine now.
Yeah.
He's got a box up. And now he's going to try and red zone.
The thing about being in a 1-by-1 like this is they know exactly where you're at. If Cypher were to extend his 1-by-1 outwards,
go for the kill.
There would be 2 possible boxes, and they wouldn't know which one he's in. Buy more time.
No ammo.
Oh.
Low ammo.
Oh, look, he's only got 2 heavy bullets, dual pistols, and 37 slugs. So now he's going to try and go for the revive. Oh.
And he has the high ground. The enemy has the high ground. 1 minute until the storm comes in.
I wonder if
he has.
I wonder if is this the same team? You think? Like, because there's 1 player left, and they were getting third-partied.
He knows LG. Yeah, he has to bail.
Oh no, Creo goes down.
Try to grab that kill
Well,
if you
I mean, I guess he gets his teammates, you know,
Right.
ammo.
I had no ammo either.
I think that
Didn't know
I think
either.
going for that revive would have
Yeah.
put Cypher at a
SMG might
huge
have.
disadvantage. I think he played that smart. He knew he had to bail on him to survive, and that was the right call.
Yeah, but look, he finds the SMG there, so now he's got 300 rounds. We're good.
Ready to rock and roll. He's in a tough situation now. In a situation like
impulse
this,
out
I
here.
wonder
Even if
if it would be smart to push out or almost wait for the storm,
can
because
impulse out of
the
here
enemy
if
has the
you need to.
high ground now, and he'd have to probably drop
what do you
down
think?
to run. There's no way he'd build and waste his mats.
Yeah.
So waiting to both run in the storm would be a smart
hunt him?
move. Looks like we
Yes.
have 72 hours in Liquid Chop.
I just realized, so this image of 72 hours is actually of my coworker, Lumen.
Lumen. Yeah,
actually
Twitter
Lumen's.
profile picture.
I was like, that looks familiar. No, it's from when we launched Season 5. He's actually holding a beach ball in his hand that
Oh,
says
really?
Season 5. I got you, Liquid 72 hours. I'm on to your games. But look, here we are in a top 20 situation.
Yeah,
The
right.
Liquid guys are still alive. Chap is basically has no health. It looks like maybe they don't have heals. Kind of really low on mats. This is actually weird because normally 72 hours is known for having like 1,000 mats at any given time.
Yeah, and I think right here what they're doing is I don't think they're trying to go for eliminations. I think they're just trying to soften up enemies. Just try to get a couple pop-in shots in to soften them up for later. Oh, low mats. He's out of mats.
Yep, and that's it. So he's gotten what's tough, especially this late.
Shared.
It's you have to share or you have to try and find anything to farm. And honestly, when there's only like 20 people left, the space is really tiny. You don't have that opportunity.
Yeah, and just because if you are, you're in the open and people are going to see you. People are like building one by ones now. They're starting to go higher and higher since it's getting smaller and smaller, the circle. So you're very vulnerable when you are farming. So definitely a tough situation to be in. Low mats end game.
But Chap gave him some grenades, which is dope, and he passed him some mats. So they're good. They're gonna be okay.
Oh, wow.
What?
On the aggressive side from the low ground.
That was crazy. So look, 72 hours has 5 eliminations.
Yeah.
If Chap has 2, that means next game they could potentially activate Wrecking Ball.
Which would be a double point bonus for the entire next game, the entirety of it.
That would be
Interesting.
that would be a great way to start game 1, match 1. Yeah.
Man, would it? Wow.
All right, so there we go. Now they have like pickings, right, for the loot. So
Yeah.
you can see they're very quickly like, hey, I need this. Drop this for you.
I think.
My mats are so good.
Oh, he is loving it.
My
Loving
mats
it.
are
However,
so good.
look at the teams in their 1x1s. They have the high ground, so it's going to be tough to try to get in the zone. We're going to see now. Are people going to be aggressive? I would not assume so.
Look at that structure built of metal. It looked like a 2x2. That's and again, this is not Vivid. So not Vivid actually won last week. He had the most eliminations and he was first place. This guy is an amazing player, and he's playing with Liquid Poach, which is huge.
Liquid Poach is one of the smartest players. He plays it so meticulous, so smart, so calmly, and I would say that's one of the key traits that get some wins. We've noticed he did win one match, I think, in the last solo tournament last week in week 4, and I think a big factor in that is how calm he plays under pressure. He doesn't let the pressure get to him.
Yeah.
No, whether it's early game, end game, mid game, he's always in the same composed face. You know, he plays the exact same, which is a huge component into winning these tournaments, I would say.
For sure.
Not letting the stress get to you.
Yeah, I mean, Not Vivid is known to kind of like just wait, bide his time, make it to those final circles, and then try to make plays.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a great teammate for him to have, right? It's 2 players playing methodically.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what happens. But look, top 14.
And I think you'll see very soon that as the circle gets smaller and smaller, and they know where the next zone is, they'll start building up. Well, now that they have such a far way to run, people are probably going to be staying close to the ground and not building up. Because if you're going to leave for the next zone, you almost have to build floor and floor. Oh, wow, they get it down.
Oh, he exploded 72 hours. And we just saw 72 hours picked up like a bunch of masses. Oh,
the elimination.
no.
Now they can play it nice and safe.
So they use the stink bomb there to try and flush out the enemies, which is good.
Yeah.
And then you have to ask yourself, should you go for the loot? Because they don't know that loot is insane.
Right.
But then do you say, okay, well, do we give ourselves free shots, right?
I would say it's too risky. I mean, the zone is in the opposite direction, like a little bit to the left. And I would say they have enough mats to not even go for it. Because like you said, I mean, they don't know. There could be probably like 10 mats on that guy. So it would be quite a risky play.
Dude, look at this freaking structure. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
It's a 2x1, but it's all made of metal.
A really smart thing is actually to like go directly underneath your enemy when you're building, because I mean they can't have an angle on you shooting like directly down on you if they're in a 1v1.
Right.
It's a smart tactic to do end game if someone's tunneled up really high. Just go underneath them.
And look, this is Tfue. His teammate has gone down. He's got elimination, an elimination.
Yeah, Tfue and Cloak, man, they're a deadly team. I mean, I think you even said it like a week ago. I mean, they are known for being one of the best teams in these tournaments, or just in general, like one of the best duos. So let's see how they perform right now.
Oh man, top 8 situation. Tfue has high ground, which is huge. But look, the circle's coming in.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. When you build high up in end game, you have to drop down, or you could just build like one platform out to the next zone, and that's risky, very risky. So it's almost not worth it to build high up unless you know the next circle is nearby, and it's really tiny.
Bad, and I have no movement.
Man, so you can hear him talking about not having movement. This is tough, especially it's just one.
Yeah.
One of the 2 team members are still 6 players. So what I'd imagine is it's probably a duo, maybe 2, and then singletons, right?
Nice.
Right.
Okay,
And
there's one of the other singletons.
Wow.
Just finds eliminations.
Playing it very smart, not overly like being aggressive. He's just picking his shots, and just when he sees an opening, he takes it. He doesn't try to pick fights. He only goes for the shots that he can take.
No, we can't.
Crow dot wave.
Teammate popping a chug jug.
Yeah, that's
interesting to see late game. I feel like you don't really have 15 seconds. If like a really good team will pressure you, and if they damage you, they'll most likely push, and they don't give you that opportunity to have 15 seconds to spare. So
yeah, I mean, it looks like maybe they gave him the space that they needed, right?
Yeah.
Pop that chug.
I have perfect timing.
Oh.
Here's a circle moving.
Oh, they got to be careful, man. The circle ticks for 10 damage at this stage in the game.
It moves fast, and as you can see, someone's caught in the storm.
Not Vivid!
And Vivid goes down.
Oh, wow. So Not Vivid has been eliminated. That means Poach is probably above him.
Extreme high.
One person remaining right now.
This has got to be Poach. This has to be Poach up top.
One player remaining. He's trying to take it down, make the whole thing fall. He's trying to break the connecting piece.
He's not connected by. Shoot where he's not connected by.
Look, you can hear him talking about it. It's only connected by 2 pieces there.
He drops down. Oh, he connected. No way, man. Wow. If he clutches this. There's too much pressure. He's got to put pressure back. Otherwise, they're just going to keep on firing. He needs to make a play happen other than just building, right? Get a little pop-up shot, build again, get the high ground.
Man, this is so stressful, Nick.
Oh, my. Here it comes.
Oh,
wait. No way.
Oh, my.
No! Tfue! It was Tfue! No way. What a play.
Wow. It was Tfue?
And that means they will get that Kingpin bonus now.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
What an insane end!
What an insane end! Oh, I thought it was gonna go definitely for the team who they both had 2 people alive, and you would have thought that they would have like team fired or got it. But man, Tfue, oh geez, that was so close. It was so close.
Tfue. Let's check out those final moments from that last game. Unbelievably stressful, but man, oh man! So Crow Wave and B Sox are going to take the Victory Royale, which means Kingpin bonus is now active.
Meaning triple the points in the next game for each elimination they get. 1 elimination, that's 3 points. That is huge.
Man.
That is huge.
Yeah. And for everyone at home, let us know how you're enjoying that first game. # Summer Skirmish. Let us know what your thoughts. Make some predictions, some calls.
Who you think's gonna win? Because I mean, I did not expect that. It could go either way. This is really intense so far. Really great format. I like it. I like what I'm seeing.
Sweet. Let's take a look at some of those highlights from the first match. I want to see some of these cool plays that were made here.
Early on.
This was right at the start. Yo-yo comes up, goes down, man. Okay. The C9
crew.
Yeah,
and then the nice little pinch we saw here where he almost got like pinched, but then he bought some time right here for his teammate to come behind, and then bam, goes in. Really great play.
I love the bouncer there just to give him a little bit of space.
Yeah, that was beautifully executed.
Ooh, here we go, General and Too Cold.
This was...
Oh, wait, were they... They must have been the guys who were near Ninja.
No, this is actually in Salty. I was actually thinking the exact same thing. I thought it was Greasy, too. I think Ninja was in Greasy.
Oh, they were Greasy.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Yep, and this was actually Ninja.
And look at this coordination. Timing it so the enemy can't even react. Ninja couldn't even react because it was just so well timed. That was beautiful.
His team is northeast.
I'm gonna go take over.
This is Cypher and Creo.
Over high.
I love listening to their commentary.
Yeah. Both have the high ground, very smart, being aggressive from it, dropping down, finishing strong. not giving the enemy an even chance to like breathe, to build, to recompose himself.
Right.
They've got quite a few kills. Did they get that? They didn't get the Wrecking Ball bonus, did they? They were really close.
I think they were really close. I believe they needed one.
And as you can see, a lot of teams are really trying for that. They really want that. I mean, the people are playing a lot more aggressively than we saw like previously, which is really entertaining. And I think it's a
wow. Saf eliminated.
Yeah.
And then here's the final moments from this last game, match 1. I like that he was
drops
like,
down.
Yeah, he was like, I gotta go.
He wants to help his teammate. Yeah. Oh, didn't even see it. Wow.
I think Tfue probably expected that the guy was still up high, and so he's like, okay, if I just charge forward.
He didn't even try to build or anything, so I would assume that's where he thought he was. That was a really great play, though. Really, really smart to drop down and help his team, and that's where it comes back to. Teamwork is key in these tournaments. Very, very key.
Yeah. What did you expect to see there that you maybe saw, maybe that you didn't see?
Yeah. I would say what caught me off guard is the drops, right? So, you know, we would assume people would be going towards the outskirts to hide to get the Kingpin bonus, but we noticed a lot of people dropping Salty, like Tilted, like Greasy Grove. They really wanted to get those kills. And early on, people were getting into a lot more fights than I expected. Very interesting.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the current standings after match 1. Boom. There you are. So, in first place right now is XLs and Symphony with 8 eliminations, and we'll talk about the bonuses in just a second. Second is Liquid 72 Hours, Liquid Chap, Crow.Wave, LS Box. Okay, so again, the Wrecking Ball bonus means they met the 7 elimination bonus, right? So now their points for this next game are going to be doubled. And then for Wave and S-Box, their points will actually be tripled. So there's actually a lot of pressure on them to show up and perform. And here you go, top 8. And look at that. Nice little... For Game 1.
Yeah.
This is way crazier than I thought. I thought it was going to be maybe a little closer.
A lot more people are on the board than in the previous tournament, than week 4. So this is interesting. This is really, really interesting. Yeah. And you got to wonder, like, are people going to play a lot more aggressively now? The people who have got those bonuses, there's 3 teams. 2 teams with the Wrecking Ball bonus and then 1 with the Kingpin. Are they going to play how they normally played, or are they going to go be aggressive and use that bonus to its full potential?
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're doing well so far.
Yeah. We actually have a replay coming from the opposite perspective, so I believe this actually might be Tfue's perspective.
Oh, here we can
check it out. Tfue hanging out.
Nice little edit in the storm here.
Dude.
He does really well here from the low ground. No. Oh,
wow.
Beautiful combo.
And look, I think.
Wow, totally from the blind side. There's no way to predict that. That was a really well executed play by Sox. Wow.
Boom. For anyone that's just joining in, let's remind you guys of the format. So every week we change things up. This week it is Kingpin. So everyone is racing to have the most points. Eliminations are worth a point each. If your team as a duo can snag 7 eliminations, you activate Wrecking Ball, which means your points for the next game are doubled. If your team gets a Victory Royale, you activate Kingpin, which means the next game it's gonna be 3 times.
Yeah, and what's interesting to note is that the Victory Royale grants you no points at all for that game. It's the bonus that you get for the next game, which will be triple the points. But eliminations are the only way to get points in this tournament.
For this week, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too, because even if you do get a Victory Royale, it doesn't necessarily mean like, wow, it doesn't mean anything. You have to actually show up and utilize that 3 times multiplier.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you land and you get an elimination and then your team is wiped, it's like, okay, well, that's 3 points.
And that's the beautiful thing.
It's kind of a waste.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing about these tournaments. They're constantly changing. They're constantly making players adapt and change their play style. And it's just very entertaining to watch as a viewer. Like, even me commentating, I'm entertained. It's really, really awesome so far.
Yeah. How do you think we'll see the meta adapt for this tournament, right? We saw a lot of players land. It seems sparingly.
What I noticed is even endgame, we did not see a lot of people tunnel up, or maybe I missed it, but I personally didn't see anyone tunnel up like very much. So we noticed endgame in previous tournaments, they'd be camping, they'd be trying to peek with their pyramids. But in this one, I mean, they were just going all in. They were trying to go for those kills.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. What do you think? What would you hope to see? Like, if you could tell me one thing, especially because you've competed.
Yeah.
What would you like to see one player do?
That's a tough one. See, when I compete, I'm always nervous. Like, whether it's like the first game, the end game, I would like to see everyone drop Tilted Towers and just slug it out. Go to Nick Merckx' hometown and just slug it out.
Everyone, Tilted Towers, will see you there. Land.
That would be an interesting sight. I would like it. I would like it.
We'll see if that happens. We're hopping into match 2. I've asked everyone this question, Nick.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Season 5 map?
I really, really like it. The rifts are so great, and not only getting... so first off, when you go towards the edges of the maps, I mean, usually it's so hard to get back in. The zone is usually miles and miles away. These rifts allow you to get back in the action quick. They also allow you to scout out. They allow you to choose a mountain you might want to like camp on to get a nice little overview of the map. There's just a bunch of great changes this season. I really like it.
Absolutely, and this is the team that just won, so they've got the Kingpin bonus active. So that means every elimination they get will be tripled by the end of the game. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a current map. Wow. You can actually see where everyone is. How crazy is that?
This is crazy. And normally we'd see people, like I said, going towards the outskirts. But look, everyone is near, like near the center of the map, and they're really trying to chase those kills. And it's interesting that the team that got the bonus, they're at Dusty with not a lot of people around them. They might have a hard time getting some eliminations.
And it's just looking, so like everyone, the color's the same, right? So if you see 2 red, they're obviously on the team. Yeah. It's interesting looking around and seeing like some teams are very close together, some teams are far. There's actually even a duo that's one is up high and one is down low on the map, so they're actually split.
To try to maximize the amount of loot and materials that they can get.
Yeah.
I almost like it when enemies land at the same spot I'm at, because, I mean, oh wow, we're getting the action. Look at this, a fight right off the bat.
Do you hear him saying baiting, baiting, baiting?
Yeah.
I'm pushing.
Bold move using the C4 early on instead of saving it. They're going for the plays. They're going for that wrecking ball bonus. They want those eliminations. Wow.
Have to be careful though. He doesn't really have any mats.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 tags to shield. Okay.
And you notice they're not getting shot back very much. They're going to want to put pressure on the enemy team. Otherwise, they can just rush. They can get a flank like so. And
it's Liquid!
Down. No way.
No!
Wow.
Wow, unbelievable. They find Liquid. These are the people in second place right now, and they had Wrecking Ball active, so they were eliminated. They couldn't utilize those points. Wow, what a great find, especially this early on.
Yeah, and I was going to say, like, I like having people, like, come at the locations that I'm landing because they can loot with you, and then once you go for those, the eliminations, you get all their loot, and it basically minimizes the amount of looting time that you need to be. You can get right to the next zone quickly once you loot the people you've eliminated.
Yeah, so TM, Freezy, and Jackson, it is my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Now, it's interesting. They're actually finding themselves in Tilted Towers.
Yeah.
And I think when we looked at the map before, there was actually no other team in Tilted. Maybe it was one other team.
Yeah, maybe
potentially.
Like one. But I mean, Tilted Towers now, since they added that little center area with those pallets, you can come out of here, at least one person with 999 wood. And even in these buildings, there's a lot of boxes. If you go towards like the northwest end, there's a lot of buildings with boxes and everything. And it's just a great place to farm mats, and not only that, but get loot.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
And what's tough is, for me personally, like when we talked with Nick last week, he loves Tilted.
Oh, does he? He's a beast. He's a beast at it, too.
I actually get super anxious in Tilted because there's so many places where you can hide.
Yeah.
So I have to start landing there more, probably.
I would say a lot of the nerves there, I feel like people shouldn't be as scared because there's a lot of covered. There's a lot of houses with a lot of loot, so you can come out of there well equipped. Whereas if you go salty, someone might land with you, then you don't get that drop. If they land before you, snag that loot, and then it's a tough situation you're in.
Yeah. Well, they find an elimination there, which is good.
That's one.
That's a birthday gift to himself.
and that was one. So he does have a teammate nearby, whoever it is, alive.
Do you think they maybe bailed?
I would assume, yeah.
I think, yeah. So he's probably behind this tree. Yep. There
Must be out of mats or very, very low.
It's going to be a tough situation to be in. Hopping over, though, this is actually Crafty, TSM Crafty. You see him there hanging out, chilling. They find that elimination there, which is good.
Yeah. Near the outskirts, looks like Crafty is.
Ooh, and this again is hero base, right?
Yeah, and as we can see, we were talking about it earlier, the Storm Circle, he's going to have a long way to run. So healing items. Oh, Sir Demetrius goes down.
Oh, no. Okay, so you heard him call out back. Wow, he got a nice tag there.
Yep, great grenade. He's going to have to move now, or he's going to get hit by it. Great shot.
No.
That was Cypher.
It was Cypher PK.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and did he pick up any materials there? He must have been low. I didn't see him building.
Yeah, I don't think he did there.
Oh. Great little pyramid use, yeah. Instead of building like a 1x1, wasting, a wall, and then a roof, you just build one little pyramid, and then you conserve mats. 10 mats is only used instead of 50.
I'm pretty sure was that an explosive? That
I think it may have been.
Okay, so I think there's someone else here, maybe.
And they're barricading themselves in near the bottom. They do have the mats to get out of there, but it's a tricky situation. And with the storm on them, it's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough, man. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. They've got to start making their way over. I think there's some rifts near Gus.
Yeah.
They could probably utilize. Oh.
He just fell off one of my builds and got down.
What? He just dropped someone. Okay.
With a great fall.
With a great fall. That's got to feel bad.
Yeah.
He's up on the house.
You can hear them
I
talking.
think, dude, he's got to be on like the.
Sir
top of the
Demetrius
house.
is low as well, so it's going to be tough for him to play as aggressive. I always feel like whenever I don't have shield, there.
Oh.
That's the elimination.
There you
Is
go.
there- oh,
It was
nice.
both. Yep, so it was the C9 guy.
There was another one though, I think.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I think that he just got the downed one. Now they're in pursuit of the other one. Storm is on them, mind you. I hope they have healing items.
Oh, he goes down!
No!
Oh,
my! Are you kidding?
The tag shot,
And that's where it comes in. The factor of everyone are like everyone's very skilled in this in this tournament, right? And just because one person goes down doesn't mean, he's out of the game. The tides can easily turn.
Yeah, this is a Nihilus and high distortion.
And it looks like they're playing for that Kingpin bonus with all the mats, and they haven't got any eliminations. They're playing it very, very safe. Very smart move.
Yeah, yeah. And we've seen, both these players are phenomenal. We've seen a lot of Nihilus, a lot of high distortion. Here's the map again. So as you can see, the Storm is starting to come in. C9 was the guy that eliminated Crafty and his teammate. So they're the edge of Storm. Look at this. This is a nice bird's eye view of kind of seeing where everyone is. As you can see, they're kind of near Tomato. There's two teams, red and pink, light pink.
And as we saw High Distortion throw a clinger there, and then he blew up the wall. And what that does is it detonates the clinger instantly after the wall blows up.
Right.
So that way the explosion of the clinger can do that inside damage versus it just blowing up the wall itself and doing no inside damage.
Right.
Very pro-level strategy by High Distortion.
Finds himself a chug jug for it.
Yeah.
That's got to feel real good.
Question is he going to save it or use it late game? Will he have time?
I always feel bad using it if I, like in this situation, if you use it at 150, I
think
feel
it's
bad.
Yeah,
You think so?
I think it's definitely worth it if there are minis to be picked up. I say minis are the best healing item because a good team will pressure you if they damage you, right? You're not going to have time to pop off a med kit or a chug jug. So it's always good to... Drops down. They're being very aggressive.
They found one of the Kyoto guys.
And they gave up the high ground here. Are they going to pay for that, though? High Distortion building back up.
Ooh,
nice pressure.
Okay, so that's both Kyoto guys have been eliminated, Millennials and T'Challa.
And in that situation of the person who got eliminated, I would almost try to build up and try to get a vantage point. As soon as High Distortion gave up that high ground, the enemy team could have had a good advantage by building up.
This is over to Hysteria and Courage. Actually, Courage just eliminated someone not too long ago. We saw that in the kill feed.
Great shoutcaster, by the way.
Oh, yeah, Courage AD.
He killed it in the... yeah, he went ham.
Yeah, he was here 2 weeks ago.
Another team trying to third party.
They have high ground.
I'm actually curious. Let's listen in, and I want to see if Courage, like how excited Courage gets.
Let's do it, yeah.
Right on me. Pushing me.
Got him weak.
Don't kill it. Don't kill it.
Got him.
Okay.
Careful.
Teammates right here. Need help.
Great callouts.
Yeah.
Try and beat under you.
The intensity.
Yeah. He just dropped down. He's right beneath me.
Oh, what a callout!
He's weak. 110 to him.
Okay.
Might have dropped all the way down.
Yeah, I think he did. Very
We
bottom.
should chase this kill.
Yes, we are. I am.
He's trying to replace the wall. They're pinching from both sides, Courage and Hysteria. This is a great situation. Nice.
Okay,
big
careful that other
Gonna make
team.
it for you.
Daddy.
I got
Mounts
it.
goes
Reload.
down.
That is the kind of
Kill the
communication you need in these tournaments. Courage and Hysteria. Man, I love the intensity of Courage. He gets right into it. He's so hyped.
That's really good.
How
And
far do we
again,
have to
it's
go? How far
talking
do we have
about
to go?
duos, man. Once it's 1v2, it's difficult.
down,
We saw
drop down.
Tfue, though. He was like, I'm 1v2. Let me down you, boy, and then we'll fight.
We gotta go pretty
But
far.
it's tougher.
And in that situation, they pinched one on one side, one on the other, instead of just both focusing on one wall. It puts a lot of pressure on the enemy. They can't be looking in two directions at once. That was the smart move there.
Liquid Strafe and Snood. This is actually coming in from Snood's perspective.
I think they're in the wait.
He made it. He did very well. I'm pretty sure if I recall in the previous tournaments. Very good player.
Whoa.
Looks like they have a build off. Are they going to take this fight with 0 eliminations? I think they might try to third party, just get a couple.
Oh!
Wow.
Just a single tag. Look at that. And, they go
And now
for
they don't
the
even need to rush. They can just play it nice and cool. They don't got to worry about it. They got the elimination.
Okay, so there's one of their teammates over there that's far, and then the other team is down in the ravine. They're just trying to get out of there.
Yeah, they got to be careful. The other team on the mountain is building up. They're in their 1x1s. They might take some shots now at either them or the team down below.
Alright, I'm gonna try.
They're being really brave without building. I mean, one person with a sniper in hand could easily down these guys.
Exactly, and they even dropped down from the high ground. Oh, I think because of Storm, they had to make a move.
This is back to High Distortion and Annihilus. They're near Paradise Point.
Building up to outside of the zone, it looks like.
Oh, maybe they think there's a player close
Yeah.
by. There's actually rifts here on the other. Oh no, there's players. Okay.
Right. They hear. And that's the thing, there's build-offs, but as you can see, good players such as High Distortion close in on that instantly. You hear it, and then that's why it's not a good idea to build up very high in these tournaments.
We see a player down low, a player up high. Now, I can't tell if this is two duos or if it's maybe just like a duo team that eliminates someone else.
Yeah, maybe they're looting up, or maybe they didn't get the elimination.
Yeah, they're trying to... Okay, so this is definitely two duos, right? Because
they're still fighting.
They're still fighting, yeah.
What do you want?
I like that they're building ramps.
You're using an interesting strategy. So what it is they rotate the ramp to a certain direction, and then they can keep on running versus just like jumping and building a wall, building a wall. You don't lose that momentum, and then the ramps still offer that same protection. Very next level strategy. I like it.
Maybe. Okay, so here we go. We got one. It looks like one player, two players. I think it's 3 total down there, right? Because we got one player on the little metal stairs.
And the storm is on them down there, so they have to worry.
Oh, that was Tifu!
No!
Wow! High distortion. Okay, this is. I think this is a 1v1.
High distortion is is such an incredible solo player. He does solo squads every single time I see him on his stream, man. When I'm watching, he's a very great player. Nice. He's very aggressive as well, as you can see, pushing right in. And I would imagine he assumes, oh, they got him.
Yeah, they got him.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I'm surprised they didn't go for the loot. They were like,
yeah.
I don't want to take storm damage.
I think it's chunking for 2 now. I can't really see the outside of the zone, but... Oh,
okay, so a Nihilist goes in. And Nihilist is like, yo, I need this loot.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that someone rifted? They're up in the sky.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Switching over to Hogman and FaZe Tempo.
Yeah, man.
Really, really great team.
We've actually seen them compete in the last few weeks.
Hogman is a very, very talented player. Late game, he's always keeps that high ground. He always knows what to do. I've actually played with him a few times, and we were actually about to compete in these tournaments. And the one thing that I would say makes him stand out from the rest is his leadership. He knows how to make calls. He knows how to tell what his teammates what to do. He knows what he should be doing. He knows when to make the next. Oh, someone's building up.
Oh.
Getting shot from above. Very smart using the ramp, the floors of above to cover him.
Man, you can hear him communicating. They're like, we're getting shot, we're getting shot.
Yeah.
No, they're not. There's another third party. Yeah, there's another third party.
Oh, they're using stink bombs to try and flush him out.
Yep, and the storm is moving in in 50 seconds. He's got to keep an eye on that.
It doesn't look like they're close either.
Yeah, and he's not even trying to go for that high ground because it would almost be a waste. Eventually, he'd have to drop down to run from the zone. He's not going to build over to it, waste too many mats. So they have the low ground now.
So, oh!
No!
The sawed off to eliminate Myth. Oh no!
Wow, I did not expect to see this double pump being the double barrel being used in this tournament. The reload time is so long that you can only fire, and then dealing with multiple people, it's such a not a smart weapon to be using.
That must be Hamlin's, right? Because that was Myth. Yep,
Wow.
there's Hamlin's eliminating both.
Wow.
But that was super close. It was like clean. Like he hopped over and you saw like track Myth, and it was one shot and immediately Myth goes down. So, wow.
And I would say there's another team. They're trying to third party with the zone on their back as well. And I think Hogman realizes that. He knows he has to disengage.
They've got the bouncers, so they could choose to disengage, but
yeah,
are they? Maybe they're gonna fight this. I don't know, man.
They're gonna be in the enemy
start ticking for more.
Yeah. Oh! And that's where that double barrel isn't as useful because 2 shots and sometimes you don't get that elimination. You need to reload, and that's why a tactical may have been the better approach there.
Right. Especially because a double barrel is more of a very close range, whereas something like the pump attack is more mid range, right?
Other one's on me.
All right, so Vivid finds Liquid Strafe.
He's going up high.
He eliminates his own teammate. Vivid's like, sorry, Poach, your boys gotta go down.
I'm like nothing, so I'm just running.
Oh man, he got it tagged from up top.
They're in the storm. Mind you, they have to pop their medkit at 20 HP or higher in order to pop it off completely. And when the zone closes, it's going to chunk for 5 HP per second. He needs to pop off this medkit right about at 22 HP. Now he will get it, but the thing is, once he does, the storm's going to chunk for 5. I don't think he's going to make it, even with his campfire right now. He will get this heal off, though.
Okay, this is stressful. Yeah, but like you're saying, the storm, once that circle closes in 8 seconds, it's 5 damage a tick. He might make it. It's possible, but it's gonna be close.
It's gonna be tough. I don't think. And with the campfire, it's not gonna do anything except keep him at the same amount, or not even at the same amount of health. It won't really help. That's tough. Maybe he can crawl out though.
Oh, he could. He could. Yeah. He's fine. He'll make it, but it's
Yeah.
he's gonna suffer.
Oh
for
wow,
it.
okay. He might actually get out of this.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wait, what?
Coach.
His teammate was eliminated with a rifle. It was a nihilist.
And that's, well, I don't know, was Poach waiting for him? Or was an enemy waiting for Poach? Like, was he being baited?
I think so. It's gotta be it, right?
That's one of the downsides of not building. You don't give away your position, but you're exposed.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is courage.
It's like high tech. I don't know where.
Going for that loot when it's chunking for 5.
Heck out, dude.
Courage?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Well, he's got
the med
kits.
kits.
He's got
right,
3 of them.
right,
All right.
yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
He knows what he's doing.
Look at this, though. The bird's eye view from up top. Looks like 2 people are actually fighting. You see the pinks down there.
A lot of teams near the outskirts, actually.
140 metal.
Someone is already in Fatal Field. So one duo is actually, one is in the long barn there. One is in, looks like, the red barn, which is cool.
In a build-off, and as you can see, very easy to notice and kind of third party.
Courage. And look, check this out. So again, this is our new spectator cam. We wanted to bring this to you guys a little early. This is only the first iteration of it. Might be a few bugs, but it's pretty neat to be able to see where everyone is, see those long perspectives, those wide shots.
And I would say it's more useful for like the end games when we see people tunneling up, but we don't see a lot of that. There's only 18 teams left when there's still many circles left. A lot of people being aggressive.
So look, check this out. This is Crowded Wave and B-Sox. They were the guys that won last game, right? So they have that Kingpin bonus active. But look, B-Sox doesn't have any eliminations.
Interesting.
So maybe his teammate?
Yeah, or they could even get another Kingpin bonus, and then for the next game, that's when they'll go for the eliminations.
That's true. That's true. But you talked about it. Even just the victory out isn't worth points. It's
right.
You're trying to go for it to get those modifiers, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe they're hoping like, all right, with 17 people, even if they just pick up, let's say, 3 eliminations, that's still 9 points.
I think they might just be waiting for the right moment. They want to maybe try to third party. If you're trying to like get into engagements with just a single team, I mean, that's a risk. But if you can third party where they're distracted, easy eliminations.
That's true. Look at all these people so close together.
I know.
So David is there by himself. Annihilus and High Distortion are there. B-Sox, our
High
previous
Distortion
victory routes.
going in. Oh,
that was right out wave.
I got one killed.
Grenade spamming coming.
Oh wow, they find one.
Oh, wait, right underneath.
Snuck
in.
So I don't get thirsted. They're gonna thirst me. They
Yeah. Okay. Well, they thirst them.
Yeah.
So what's interesting was that Crowdot, went down. So that's it.
So no one has any bonuses anymore.
I believe that is the case. Unless B-Sox is still active, some are running around. It's coming in tight, man. It's coming in super, super close. There's only 11 people left.
Did his teammate get knocked down?
Is he looking for? I think he might be looking for someone. Free loot. He must have downed one by what he's speaking of. He must have downed one, and then there's another one alive.
He's just trying to find him and just pick him off, right?
Yeah. And he should almost take this. Take that opportunity to get into the next zone.
No, I'm not sure.
Since no one is in the open, no one's watching over, it'd be a perfect opportunity to get in there.
Yeah.
But now someone's watching him, and it's going to be tough to kind of run with that pressure of the enemy on him.
Oh, he's trying to go in for the quick edits. Okay, so he goes back down for the...
Oh, that's the enemy!
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
That was courage! Well...
Third party, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That is what you got to do. That's how you get those eliminations.
Oh, man, there's Ghost Saf. He eliminates the player there. So he has 3 eliminations under his belt. So we have to hope that his teammate Ghoul has at least 4, right? Or it's very close to it. Because they're trying to activate that Wrecking Ball bonus.
Very smart here what he's doing, building floors above him, being very, very covered, not letting an opportunity to get any kind of shots off, and he doesn't want that because he is very low. Just one single headshot or any kind of weapon, a couple shots, he's eliminated right away.
I'm surprised he's not using metal here. I guess maybe he's like saving that because metal is the weakest building up front.
Maybe because it's not like end game. Maybe trying to save it for end game to really build up high with metal.
Yeah.
And it's smart that he's built like multiple rooms in a sense. That way, as we were talking about earlier, the enemy doesn't know exactly where he's at. He could be in this little room, that little room. There's a bunch of area the enemy would have to shoot to find him.
Yeah.
Very smart on his part.
Storm is.
And now, as you can see, like with the end game circle, he can build really, really high here, and that's smart because when he's going to the next zone, all he has to do is build a few floors with some pyramids, and it's well reinforced, and he doesn't have very far to go. Basically, he even with low mats, he can get to the next zone.
He was in the storm there for a second, took 10 damage.
Wow.
Ouch.
Trying to make them nice little beautiful edits.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it comes down to, I would say, like endgame as well. You really need to be good at editing, whether it's because you make a mistake and you need to readjust, or just to get to the next zone, you've got to be quick because now the storm moves twice as quickly because previously the zone would only close in on the space that we could see on the map, and now it goes out into the storm itself.
Yeah.
And because of that, the storm has to move faster. And so you need to be quick with everything, your movements, rotations.
That player was being lasered from like 6 different directions.
Yeah.
Gotta feel bad. All right, so let's see. So this is Sheep.
Peeking with an edit right here. He's covered. Oh.
Oh, he tried to go for the quick elim there.
Getting third-partied, and that's a very smart play by the guy in the middle.
Dude, look at his brick, though. Oh,
yeah.
my gosh. I feel like at this point, I'm just like spamming brick, no?
You might need to. You might need to in a situation like this. Oh, wow. What a beautiful camera perspective.
Looks like everyone's going to start to run for their lives. Yeah. Sheep and Hesse there. Oh, General goes down in the background. He's in the storm. Oh, no.
And where he's getting fired from, that player is near the next circle as well. So he's going to have a good time. He can almost wait for the zone to move and then fire at this player right here who's trying to run into the next circle when the storm closes. Great opportunity to get a couple shots off and soften up the enemy.
Yeah, for sure. Look at that, using the campfire top off. They've got a few minis. It's not, I mean, I'm sure you'd want like more than 2, right?
Yeah. Honestly, explosives late game are so clutch. And you'll notice the really skilled players will save their C4, their RPGs for late game. So do not be surprised if in a few moments or when the next circle comes in, C4 gets thrown around.
They're right above us.
We gotta go in.
So if I'm not mistaken, Nick, this is actually 3 duos.
Yeah. It looks, by the looks of it. Oh, one nearby.
Man, it's all coming down to the wire, Nick.
This is going to be intense. Everyone's starting to build up, trying to get that high ground because you can get away with it at this point because the zone is so small.
Yeah.
You don't need to go very... Oh,
look, it's... Okay, so it's... Yeah, one of the players actually... So it was 3 duos. Okay.
Right.
This is Saf. I mean, Saf's got the high ground, which you want, but when there's 2 other sets of teams and they're all at different elevations...
Yeah. And by the looks of it, he's got a med kit. He could play the healing game here, where with the final circle, he just pops off that heal.
I hope he does.
And he's got the campfire, too. I just saw it in his inventory.
Oh, man.
He might be... It looks like he's trying to get an angle, try to get a couple like third-party shots off.
So someone is using a stink bomb, trying to flush players out.
Yeah.
So it's, let's see, it's the Sentinel guys. They're fighting Sheep and Hesse, who are down low. Oh, man. And they're just in a 1-by-1. So there's another stink grenade. Look at this. Sap's like, all right, I'll join in. All right, let's do this. Oh, man.
There are the pyramids. It's going to be well reinforced. If he even connects it to that, that would be great if he drops down. Oh, building some pyramids. Nice.
Do you think he's going to go for the heal game?
I think so. By the looks of it, look, he's connecting it, I think, to the other pyramid, so it's double. Well, if he does that, it would be like double.
One guy, yeah, I know.
Just one guy.
You hear him talking?
Yeah.
This is really stressful, Nick.
He might not go for that healing game. He might be aggressive here. Because we don't know how many kills or how many eliminations his teammate has. He might have that.
Oh, he finds Sheep!
Wow.
Okay, so there's only... I mean, this is it, right? If it's 1v1...
Drop down. Try to shoot those, replace them with your own. Now he can't place a pyramid. He put his floor there, or his ramp. Now the enemy can't place a pyramid. Oh, one less layer they have to shoot through.
Interesting.
Oh, there it is!
Oh, what?
Yes,
dude. Insane.
Wow. Saf finding himself in a 1v2 situation pulls out the victory royale.
Just anything can happen in these battle royales. Anything. You don't expect it, and that's the beauty of these tournaments. That's the beauty of these competitions. It's just anything can happen.
We have to go back and check out those final moments from that last game.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. I can't believe it. Saf is the first one to say 1v2. Not a problem.
I thought he was going to go for the healing game. I mean, from the looks of it. But then he realized he had an opportunity, and good players will capitalize on it.
Wow.
On every little opportunity.
You know, we've actually seen Saf. He's competed in the last few weeks, and Saf we know is a phenomenal player. So just to see him pull out that 1v2, man.
That was impressive. You can't count a player out just because their teammate's gone, you know? Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and that definitely means that he's going to be activating
the Kingpin bonus.
But first, let's take a look at the highlights from this last game. This was match 2. Let's check out these cool moments.
White, I'm pushing.
Oh, this was right here at the start, remember?
Yeah. A lot of action happening towards the beginning of the matches. Oh, wow, that was
Man,
great.
so remember, Liquid
now-
had Wrecking Ball.
Yeah.
They were eliminated, so they couldn't utilize those double points.
And maybe Liquid was probably trying to be aggressive because they had that bonus, and if they didn't, they might have played it a lot more safe. These bonuses get people playing a lot differently, which I like. Gets them out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, this was the sick, just like first
That
shot
beautiful
accuracy.
third party, yeah.
Find themselves an elimination.
I finished him.
And that is the gray AR as well, too.
Analysis and High Distortion, they were top 3 in teams there.
Beautiful.
Finds team.
Headshot.
High Distortion, man. Woo! This is phase tempo.
They know to be aggressive. He's weak. Oh, nice.
It's clean.
Very clean. Teammate goes down.
And this was Sap. This was the guy that went on to win the game. He was top 24 when his teammate went down, dude.
Wow. Wow.
You gotta think, Ghoul's like, yo, my teammate, 10 out of 10.
For real. He's happy with his teammate choice.
Courage.
453,
Nice.
2 HP, 2 HP. Dead.
Nice kill. All right, let's go.
Gotta love the intensity of Courage, man. He's so great. Great at showcasting. Great at like playing, commentating, everything.
I want him to win just once. So he can
Yeah,
come
just
up
at first
and, like,
reaction.
Stand, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like, yo, let's go, let's go.
He's always got the
But-
best reactions. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But we have standings here from match 2. Let's take a look at those right now. So, XLs and Symphony all the way at the top with 20 points. So they had Wrecking Ball active. So now they're sitting pretty at the top. Courage and Hysteria, they also dropped the 7 eliminations. So they had Wrecking Ball. So that means in this next game, their points will be doubled. And Nihilus and High Distortion show up. They activate Wrecking Ball. So we'll see the standings fluctuate as we go into the next game, you know. But yeah, man, 2 players now with Wrecking Ball. Saf, there you go. So they had the Victory Royale. They activate the Kingpin bonus. So their points for next game will be tripled.
Not Vivid trying to make himself get himself another win in this tournament with 8 points with Liquid Poach. They may very well still come up. It's any man's game at this point. Like even someone like Cypher and his teammate at place 14th, if they get the Kingpin bonus and get a few kills, bam, they're right there at the top right now.
Let's check out. There you go, top 20.
Yeah.
So Hesse and Sheep, we actually saw them. They were the final team there toward the end. And again, like you're talking about, this is only the first 2 games. All it takes is your team to either drop 7 eliminations or your team to just get a Victory Royale, and suddenly your points are doubled, tripled, and then you can just go in and just rise through the ranks, right?
Yeah, I mean, in the blink of an eye, yeah. And I really, really like what we're seeing so far. A lot of people are being a lot more aggressive, and it's just a lot more action-packed than what we're typically used to, especially if you watch pro scrim matches. People will tunnel up and hide, and we do see a little bit of that, but a lot more aggression right now, and I like it.
Definitely.
Like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a very small break, so don't go anywhere, but hit us with that hashtag Summer Skirmish. Let us know how you're enjoying the action. Send us those predictions. Send us some of your favorite clips. Don't go anywhere. Go get yourself a snack, maybe a little something to drink, and we'll be back in 5. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to week 5 of the Summer Skirmish. My name's Zeke. This is Nick A30.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back.
Woo! We had an explosive 2 games to start.
Yeah, and we've seen teams who aren't even like streamers. We've seen basically, people who are cosplayers, people who are from Reddit, people who have won in solo showdown, and we've seen them make it up to the top ranks of the previous 2 matches.
Yeah,
any man's game in these tournaments.
For sure,
definitely very interesting.
For sure, and every week we're swapping up the format. This week we're going with Kingpin, so everyone's fighting for most points. Eliminations are a point each. If your squad, your duo, can find 7 or more eliminations, you activate Wrecking Ball, which means the points for your next game will be doubled. If you land a Victory Royale, that's the Kingpin bonus. That means the points for the next game will be actually tripled. We've seen some crazy stuff. We've also seen teams activate that Wrecking Ball and they're just immediately eliminated and couldn't utilize it.
And that's the thing. There's a trade-off. If you want to be aggressive to fully utilize that Kingpin bonus, I mean, you might pay the price early on. Sometimes it's better to play it a little safe, even if you do have that Kingpin bonus. But yeah, it's nice to see the variety in playstyles.
$500,000 to give away today, placing top 20. Not too bad for a few hours of Fortnite, man.
Not too shabby, if I do see so myself.
So what do you think? What did you see from those first 2 games that really excited you? That you're like, pro players?
Yeah, definitely towards like end game, the way people were playing it very, very smart and getting that high ground when at the right time, not getting the high ground too early to the point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to drop down when the next circle comes. They got the high ground when the circle was very, very tiny, so for that next circle they could just walk on right over with a couple floors and a couple ramps and a couple, pyramids.
Sure. For sure. But let's hop over to the standings to see where players are at. We actually have a small update, and that is the Ghost team actually had 2 more points than we originally anticipated, so they're actually in the 5th place spot. And they have activated Kingpin bonus, so their points for this game will actually be tripled. XL Symphony there at the top. They had the Wrecking Ball bonus last game. They just jump up in the standings. Courage and Hysteria show up. They activate Wrecking Ball. Annihilus, High Distortion show up. They activate Wrecking Ball, so these are teams we have to keep an eye on.
Yeah, a lot of great action. Just so many great teams involved. So much great communication we've seen. From Courage, from just everyone in general. They're just stepping up their game, and everyone is just getting so much better and better. Not just in this tournament, but just in Fortnite in general. There's a lot of great players recently.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really excited to see what you guys at home have to say about things. So please hit us with that hashtag Summer Skirmish. Join in on the conversation. Let us know your predictions. Talk about how wonderful Nick A is. It's very. But yeah, you ready to hop into match 3? Man?
I am ready, man. I'm excited.
Let's do it.
It's been great.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's get it.
Match 3. Here we go. We hope you guys are ready to see some awesome gameplay, and we're going to be talking about it as the game progresses. This is Paradise Point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love Paradise Point.
Very nice area, especially with the rifts now. Very easy to get from point A to point B. Get your loot, get in, get out. I like it.
Yep.
And then, of course, the ATKs are always added a bonus. Sure, they are very loud, though. So I think that's why we don't see a lot of teams using them in these tournaments.
Just making too much noise?
Yeah, it really exposes your position a lot more than needs to be.
Right. And here we go. Hopping into match number 3.
Hysteria.
Courage and Hysteria. And you talked about it, man. So they're actually our 2nd place team. Wow. They have the Wrecking Ball bonus active. So that means any eliminations they accrue at the end of this match will actually be doubled. So if collectively got 5, that means they walk away with 10 points.
Yeah, and right now it looks like they're just kind of scouting out. They're not going for a quick drop to get loot quickly and, get those initial battles. They're just kind of looking around. You see he's just floating. They want to make the right play. It doesn't look like they're being too aggressive.
Yep, this is Annihilus and High Distortion. They're our 3rd place team. They also have Wrecking Ball active.
They're going to the good old grandma's house outside of Retail Row, the 2 houses. Some good loot right there. And it's pretty good location since it's kind of off from retail, so not a lot of people go there, so it's nice and calm, and you can get your loot, get a little bit of materials as well, and get ready for some engagements.
Definitely, and this is the bird's eye view. This is letting us see the map where everyone is currently. So, I mean, just looking, it looks like everyone's pretty spread out. I can see 2 teams kind of down toward flush, and looks like they might try to find an engagement there. Yeah, so they're pretty much neck and neck with each other, racing towards flush.
Yeah, and it was a nice little even distribution as well. Like, not everyone was at one spot. Everyone was nice and spread out. As opposed to, in a public match where everyone would kind of drop, tilted, or everyone would drop salty, and then the majority of people would be eliminated at the, first 5 minutes of the match. We see after 5 minutes, there's probably still going to be about like 85 people alive. People are very smart in these tournaments. And as you can see, they like to farm up. They like to have their loadout. They like to get everything before they engage. And that's the right call when so much is on the line.
That's right. Ninja in reverse. 2K hanging out near Shifty Shafts.
Very great spot, too. You have a lot of options to go to.
One built up a ramp. He's peeking. Northeast.
Ooh.
Ninja spots someone. Being very calm, though. Not. Oh,
Wow,
just missed him.
So close.
Got a little haircut right there. Interesting.
See, they're trying to just like crossfire a little bit, right?
They're
Yeah.
below me, or either he's backed off east side.
Now, they got to take into account the second player. There's one person they're focusing on, but where is the second enemy?
They're on me.
Oh, Portaforte.
Oh, Portaforte. Okay, okay. I actually like using Portafortes in that situation.
he
Reverse!
takes
Oh.
No!
Oh, he finished him too. This is it. 2 versus 1 against Ninja. Ninja's low health as well. Low ground.
Wait, did he get
Clinger?
clingered?
I think so.
Oh, it was close.
There's more. More clingers. Gas grenade. Or smoke. Oh, wow. That is crazy.
They are going hard body right now, trying to find Ninja. I mean, that's the thing. Once you know, hey, we took our reverse, that means the other one is Ninja, right? What?
3 HP. Very low mats for Ninja.
XL's is a console player.
Oh my gosh. So this is XL's. XL's and Symphony are actually our second place team right now.
High Distortion and Annihilus. Near Retail Row as well.
Okay, and they're near the storm, or the circle rather, so they won't be calling the storm.
Right.
And High Distortion has an elimination under his belt, which is dope. Remember, they've got Wrecking Ball active, so that point is now 2.
That's quite a difference. I mean, that's going to be huge, I would say, going into late game in these tournaments. Farming up some mats here as well. They're playing it really smart. Even with that bonus, just making sure that they don't get overly aggressive and run out of mats early on.
Yeah. So as like a player that's competed, what do you think? You know, we have 2 matches under our belt. This is match 3. As a player, what do you think? What are the micro adjustments you make, right?
There's people in this
Right.
meeting,
I would say where they're at now, I mean, I've competed in these tournaments and I thought I was out. Like, I would lose, let's say, 5 games in a row, and let's say there's like 8. And then, you know, in the 8th game, I haven't scored in top 20, but let's say, you know, I came like 32nd or 21st, right? I would say not to count yourself out until the very, very end and just keep playing how you normally practice. You want to try to be as consistent as you can, because that, at the end of the day, is what's going to, that's what you're going to rely on, the muscle memory.
Yeah.
So trying to change up gameplay strategies and everything late game sometimes backfires because people get nervous and they don't play how they normally play since it's not something to do.
Yeah.
Cypher with the clingers.
Oh no, that was Sir D.
Interesting. And now one more building up in the exact same position.
I hit him.
He has the high ground. He gives it up to try to be aggressive here. One shotgun shot. Cypher could go down. Gets it.
Man, they find
Nice.
Crafty.
Freaking love me.
Freaking love me.
He's happy. I would be too. That's huge, man. Sir Demetrius is a very good player, and for him to take him out as well as Crafty,
Yeah.
they're a very good team.
I have a mini for you.
And they've got,
Okay,
look at
I'll
that.
save
They've got the mini. They've got the half shields. They're good to go.
Yeah.
And look at that, an ATK. Come on, Cypher.
Interesting to see Cypher with the with 2 healing in his loadout
Oh yeah.
versus just like 1 and kind of like splitting it off. Each teammate has 1 healing.
900 wood. They just split between them. Man,
Yeah, that's great.
this X's and Sofa. They're near Loot Lake. What do you call this house? Everyone calls it something different. What do you call it?
I like to call it Modern House.
Modern House.
Yeah, not something that I came up with or anything. Just the like I don't know. I feel like I was watching some streamers. Maybe it was like Ninja or something. I heard them call it that, and then kind of stuck with me. So I just kind of go by that. I don't really get too creative with the names. I like simple. I find simple is much better than something complex.
Yeah.
Same thing with callouts. You want to be quick, concise, especially in the heat of the moment. You don't want to be indecisive and not knowing where the enemy is at. So sometimes simple, like I said, is really good.
Yeah, especially if you have like multiple syllable things. You're like blah 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 blah. I'm dead. I took long to say that.
Exactly.
Look at that, trying to farm the tree for mats.
Maybe clear it out for some vision as well.
Are they maybe below them?
Yeah, I think there is an enemy. Breaking that tree, that can be spotted from a very far distance. I wouldn't be surprised if a third party came very, very soon. what a good strategy to use is just get the trees to 50 HP remaining, and that way you still get all the materials pretty well, but you still leave the tree standing. That way it doesn't leave a doesn't obstruct or doesn't basically call you out and say, hey, I'm right here farming.
Yeah. Look at the map. Here we go. So 74 players left in the game. And as you can see, they're very spread. Okay.
Yeah.
Cypher PK was, in fact, at Gus, and now they're moving very quickly.
The Rift, do you think, or ATK?
I wish it was an ATK, but I'm pretty sure it's a Rift.
They're too loud, man. They give away your position. It's not worth it. You're too exposed. You're a sitting duck. Yeah. I wouldn't be using it either in these competitive settings, but man, they're fun.
Yeah, they are fun, especially with drifting, you know, getting those power boosts.
So cool.
This is Liquid Strafe and Snood.
Yeah, all I have is...
They have a lot of mats. I would imagine they're coming from like Wailing Woods as well.
Yeah.
They have their loadout. Rocking the new double barrel shotgun as well.
Oh, man. And it's a legendary.
Yeah.
Damage is going to be through. We actually saw Myth. He was taken down with like a single buckshot there.
See, I feel like some people can use it so well, but the reason I'm so hesitant on using it is in duos, you need to fire a lot of shots, right? Multiple people. And with only 2 like bullets with that double barrel before you have to reload for like 2 seconds, it's too long. I like having that tack with 8 bullets that you can fire at once, or even a pump.
Yeah.
Because also the pump is in the tack, the reload time is so quick. You're reloading slugs right in versus the double barrel. It's like you got to go through the whole animation.
Yeah, for sure. Look at this. So they spotted a team here over this cliff. Oh, they're going to look to third party.
Oh.
Wait for the clinger.
He's going to throw the clinger, then shoot it. That way it blows up instantly. Yeah.
36.
Oh, it was close. It flipped. Oh, that was Cypher.
Yo.
See, this could be big.
They know too.
There's 2 teams here. This could be a potential 4 kills. Oh, he's panicking. He's panicking.
Oh, gosh. If that was me, I would have fallen to my death.
You're right. Great save. Even though he was panicking, great save.
We have the knock on Cypher right now.
Look at that. Very quickly, without skipping a beat, drops minis for his teammate.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You'll notice.
Ready? Blow it up.
Oh.
Now. Yep. Oh my god.
Blow it up. Oh, that was like great timing. Oh, sniped.
Oh, wow.
Third party from quite a distance. That's from the north, if I'm not mistaken.
Party by a different team.
The thing about these build-offs, man, you leave yourself very, very exposed. And you're basically a structure that says, hey, I'm going to build off, come visit. I'm an easy kill because I'm focused on the enemy in front of me.
That's right.
People always third-party them.
Oh, no. Was that? Okay, didn't take fall damage, which is good.
Close, but he's getting pinched, especially, I think, from both angles.
Oh my god, I can't edit this. Oh, there's a guy below us.
Panicking.
Oh, no. So there's like
he's going
teams everywhere.
And he's going for the res too. Oh, he might have to bail on him. Honestly, I would think that would be the right call.
The other team's not even helping.
Because if they're a good team, they're not going to let him get that res. They're going to keep the revive. Sorry, they're going to want to keep pressuring him like that. So he should get in a better position before they build up and get the high ground on him.
Yeah.
They're going to shoot again.
Other team not
I almost feel like he should back up, build a ramp, and have 2 means of cover.
Up there.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like they let the pressure go, which is weird, but
yeah, he got it off.
Revive
wow. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe they didn't want to risk that fight or something. They just wanted to play it a little safe. The other team who was shooting at them.
I believe this is a team below them.
Gonna go for it?
Yeah.
Here?
They're maybe going to push up. So it's Cypher and Creo.
It's right here. Get in.
Yeah, it looks like they're backing off. Maybe because
well,
the storm.
Yeah,
That's right. But I mean, yeah, they could have, I think, maybe been a little more aggressive. But I think they played it safe because Cypher is low, and maybe that was a consideration. Also, not conserving ammo as well.
They find another team here, though.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that guy got clingered.
Yeah.
You see this guy's
He's in there, in this brick,
Oh, okay, he limited. Creo got him. Okay, I was like, there was no pop.
Boss up.
I think ammo count is a huge factor in fights that you take. I think if you're low ammo, you don't want to be taking fights. You want to be saving it for endgame. Otherwise, how are you going to win with no ammo?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So you'll notice people with.
Got him.
Uh-oh.
Come push with me.
Oh, good clinger. Beautiful.
He's right here.
Oh, he bailed at the last second. Oh, that would have been bad.
Cypher's mats are very low as well, 200. You might think that's a lot, but with pro players like this, I mean, that you burn through that.
Yeah, you tend to build 3 things at a time, right? A wall, ramp.
Box up.
Oh, from behind.
Come on, slide down. Come on. Just,
Oh, so close. I mean, I don't think there's anything he could have done there except maybe like, less, like not focus so much on one guy, but it's tough. In the heat of the moment, man, you don't think of that, right?
Yeah. This is Tfue and Cloak.
Tunnel vision, yeah.
Let's get these scope. They are
great play by Cypher, though.
Let's do that. Oh, Team East on Broken Down. We might be able to get lasers.
Ooh. Oh, wow. How did he do that? He literally looked and just found the guy.
And you notice he's not committing on the guy that he shot. He's just trying to just soften them up, maybe for late game. He's not trying to go for kills, unless they're really, really hurt, I would assume. But he's too far away now.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Tifu is a laser god.
Man, he's good at that thing.
I don't even see it. It's like a pixel on screen. And it's like, what?
You don't see
this
him,
guy, I can see him.
Yeah, you don't see him rocking the bolt action sniper too much. Oh wow, he likes this this 4 times the scope AR.
Oh wow, that was freezy.
Man,
he's gonna get him up.
Imagine if it was a thermal as well, because then you very clearly can say like that is a guy. That's a heat signature.
Yeah. And then at this range, though, getting that down, it doesn't really help advance because they're going to get that res. I guess basically it'll use up their shields. It'll make them waste some meds for late game. So I guess it did do a little something.
Yeah, look at that. Ninja's still left alive in the game, but Reverse has gone down.
He's got 2 kills, or two eliminations as well, Ninja. He's doing very well. He's got a decent loadout. A lot of mats to work with.
And Ninja's like another one of those players. It's solo squads often, so he's not necessarily in an uncomfortable situation. And it's just everyone else is also good, right?
Yeah. And one thing I've noticed is that he's very aggressive in his playstyle. It's very good. Oh! Wow!
Oh! Wow! Finds Funk Bomb.
Beauty.
Wow.
And what he does is he shoots all his weapons before reloading. Very aggressive. He doesn't give the enemy a time to breathe. Most players will shoot their AR, and then they'll reload it, then they'll shoot it again. Ninja shoots his AR, and before reloading, he swaps to his next weapon. Then he shoots that, and he swaps to his next weapon. It's so much pressure, and it's a really great play style sometimes because it doesn't let the enemy think.
Because you almost anticipate, like, okay, he's fired X amount of bullets.
And now I can heal.
Yeah, he's going to reload.
Ninja doesn't give you that opportunity. It's really, really smart on that part.
I've got a kill down here. I'm looking to see if I can like catch one healing or something.
Oh. Let's see if we can find this. This TSM guy's still very much alive.
Very, very smart player Myth is. He knows. He's always doing solo snipe scrims. He's always practicing. He takes these very seriously. He's a very good player. So I would not be surprised if he comes top 20.
We actually have a replay coming in from Myth.
Very nice drop down right there.
Keep going.
Let's take a look at what that could be. I believe it might be his first elimination here.
Want to place a clinger? Could you light it up?
Do you see that communication? Nice. Get out of the way.
Okay, and
nice.
They finally elim. Yep. Very nice, clean kill there.
Yeah.
37 players left, Nick.
This is gonna be a wild ride, man. This is gonna be interesting.
No hits.
And you'll notice, go ahead. You'll notice, like late game, look at Myth's loadout. He doesn't have any sniper or any kind of hunting rifle or anything. A lot of players tend to drop that, like as we were talking about earlier.
I got the guy in the head as well.
Because players can't.
I'm bro.
I mean, you can't really get any hunting rifle shots when everyone's tunneled in late game. So
I hit that guy again. It didn't register.
A lot of people don't use snipers.
I'm sleep.
Far? Yeah, I need some ammo.
Just look at me. Tifu's
man, he's good. And notice no eliminations for Tifu. He's getting some shots off. And I would say his game plan is maybe soften them up, like we said, for late game.
Knock that guy. Oh my God.
Can he finish though? Can he finish is the question.
I mean, his teammates there, right? If they just laser that box.
Yeah. But I mean, you're exposing yourself to like multiple people, right? If you like peek out, And as we saw, remember Tifu was trying to laser someone, and then I think it was High Distortion who ended up sniping Tifu as he was standing still trying to shoot someone.
Yeah.
So there's high risk, high reward in those long range battles.
Did you see us?
This is Courage and Hysteria. They're actually within Tilted Towers right now. We know there's a team very close.
Yeah.
I like that they're gonna. It seems like they're gonna try and tunnel inside these towers.
Or maybe do they see someone? Oh, there might be someone in there. Zeke, yeah.
What?
Wow.
Okay, Courage got him. Oh, it was a Nihilus. So High Distortion's teammate goes down.
Oh, 1 HP. The Storm is on his back.
I think that's High Distortion.
No! You know, you hate to see it, man. Be careful, as Dakotas would say.
That's right.
Be careful.
Oh man, I'm pretty sure that was High Distortion.
Yeah.
Find 4 kills. We got 8.
Well tried. Good attempt. Good attempt.
Oh look, Myth finds Courage.
A lot of action happening in Tilted Towers. A lot of action.
Look at this, just finding all the weapons in the world you could ever want.
Man. But he's got to be careful. He doesn't want to, like, literally be careful here. You don't want to be staying in here too long. Otherwise, a good team will see that and capitalize on it.
You said it, and there's immediately a rocket that flies in.
Because there's been a lot of shooting that's been going on. So people have heard, people are closing in. They want some of the action as well. They want that Kingpin bonus. They want that Wrecking Ball bonus as well.
Yeah.
Rocket launching someone else as well.
You can hear them talking through their strategy right now.
I can't tell what's happening.
I
think they're playing somebody near.
Yeah, I see them right now.
I think there's a team underneath.
I might have a pick. 1 second.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I like they say it as like a pick, like, you know, you're third partying.
Oh, nice little laser. He's going to push that. Good clinger. What?
Oh, God!
Got him.
Oh,
Ninja.
Okay,
I'm sieging high. It was Ninja. I got him.
Wow, smart play. Good. That was great in being aggressive right there. He took an opportunity. Great players will capitalize on every little.
You could heal up. Let me know.
Every little
I got a
thing.
med kit as well.
Yeah.
And as soon as he got that laser, he knew that was the perfect play.
Wow, that was such a huge pick off there.
Yeah.
Managing.
I don't know where his RPG is though.
Oh, he wants the RPG. It might
Storm
be,
in 5
I don't know where his
seconds.
loot was. It fell somewhere.
I think it's.
I got it.
Oh, there it
There's a
is.
drop in
Nice.
here, blue pump. Give me the RPG.
And those explosives, as you can see, everyone wants them late game because they make a huge difference.
Be careful.
Everyone, all good players will save those explosives late game.
Yeah. This is
Vivid
not
here.
Vivid and Poach. Poach went down. It's gotta feel bad, man.
Yeah.
What?
But, I mean, not Vivid won last week, right? He showed up. He showed why he's a competitor.
He can definitely still win this.
Oh, yeah.
He's focused on zone, trying to get in, possibly.
Oh! What?
Mind you, he's not in the zone here. Enemy's trying to build up. He gets the high ground, knocks him down.
Oh, my! Vivid!
Oh, my! And now we know why he won.
I'd also like to point out, Nick, Vivid didn't even express. There was no emotion on his
know.
face. He said, another day in murder paradise.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going in. I don't even care.
I'm going in. I'm not Vivid, baby.
He's going for it. Wrecking ball bonus.
Oh, Cloak and Tfue still very much alive.
team behind him
10
as well.
players left. Oh, dude.
I mean, what do you want to do,
Look,
man?
it's going into Loot Lake.
And look, the mats as well. People are running very, very low. As you notice, people are being more aggressive in these tournaments.
Right next to you.
Cloak sees someone. And as people are aggressive, low ammo, low mats late game.
Man, they're trying to drop this player down.
You drop. Oh, nice. That's Vivid.
Yeah, so Vivid goes down. Oh, man.
He was trying for that wrecking ball bonus, I think.
Yep. 7 players left, Nick.
Yep. You got to pick and choose. Every single encounter, no matter how good you are, is a possible chance that you could die. It could go either way, no matter how good you are. So it's interesting to see these different play styles. Some people play aggressive, some people are playing passively. It looks like Tfue and Cloak are going for that Kingpin bonus as well.
This phase replays.
I got to move in.
I was getting thermaled hard.
And I think what they're doing here is because people are like are waiting and they're already in their 1x1s. No one wants to make a move until the zone has to force them out when everyone has to move. That way, no one's going to be focused on shooting. Everyone's running.
Yeah.
Versus going early and then then they basically get lasered from the people who are sitting in their 1x1s.
You know what's interesting, too, that we just saw is that phase replays. So for those of you that may not know.
Yeah.
Oh, this is that strategy you're talking about.
So you don't lose your momentum. You rotate your stairs, and it provides cover. And instead of placing a wall, you slow down a bit.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah. I gotta go, bro. Are you kidding me?
Going back to the point, though, is anytime you edit anything, it basically rebuilds itself from zero, right? So we saw him put up a wall, he edited it, and then went back and re-edited it, and then it had 0 health. So a player was able to just destroy that wall instantly, right?
Yeah, and the reason why he was doing that is to be able to see. Oh, gets it down.
That was Saf. Saf won the last game.
Lasered. Oh, 19 HP. Storm is coming as well. He's not in the zone.
Oh, man. Dude, this guy.
Nice little bounce pad play.
Oh, man, look.
Tfue's down.
He's in the water, though.
And you see the positioning of Ghost School right now? He can just focus on all these guys because he's in the zone while everyone's pushing in. He's got the perfect placement right now. Positioning is everything.
Is this top 3 right now?
Yeah, wow, already.
You have enough to spray
just like that.
Okay, so it's them versus 1.
You know, I guess not. Just like.
I have 3 C4.
2 versus 1.
Yeah.
Just spam that shit.
I mean, they've got mats.
Okay, so in this situation, they've got zone. Like they just have to turn around, if I'm not mistaken, if I see correctly.
Right, and then wait.
Yeah, so they're just basically gonna wait for him to push in from the zone, and when he is, he'll have to give it the high ground. He'll have to build, and when that happens, he's building and he's not shooting, and that's a perfect opportunity for both of them to just laser him.
Yeah, and this is Ghost Ghoul, so that's Saf's teammate, and they won the last game.
Yeah, and he knows he's got to move, so he's trying to slowly work up there. Get his materials to full health.
Oh, dude.
Now it's full. It's going to absorb a lot more bullets. He's slowly inching his way, trying to wait for it to get to full health.
Oh, so they tag.
Don't overdo
Yeah.
it. Just make sure that.
And as you can see, he's not even he's not shooting back. So this. Oh, he is. And good players will do that, I think. They tend to fire back, so it's not just.
You ready to C4?
It doesn't just allow the enemy to just rapidly spray.
Oh man, you see the remote explosive flying through the air?
Oh!
Oh! Wow, they got him to fall to his death.
Wow.
Ghost School is eliminated. Wow, congrats. What an awesome play. That's a tough spot to be in. You're sitting on Loot Lake. You're far. It's a 2v1. They've got Storm.
I don't see how he could have played that indifferently. Like, he was in a tough situation, right? Maybe, like, you know, get a couple bullets in at the enemy. That way they maybe stop firing. They start building. But other than that, I mean, it was tough. That was tough. A really great placement on the other team's part.
Yeah, for sure. Let's check out the final moments from that game and see how they got the victory royale.
Wide again. See north.
Man.
Nice job.
You know what's rough is anytime I've ever fallen to my death, it's like a very clear, like, you're just falling and you're just like,
yeah, you know it's coming and there's nothing you can do. You just kind of watch yourself fall. It's the worst. It's the worst.
For you guys at home, hit us with that hashtag Summer Skirmish. Let us know you're enjoying the action. Talk about predictions, your favorite Twitch clips, this guy, how amazing he is. It's very...
Zeke as well. He's a beast.
It's all about you, man.
Awesome co-caster, by the way. Man.
You're too kind. You're too kind. So what do you think, man? That was a pretty clutch third game.
I think that was action-packed, and I really like the different drop there. The final circle at Loot Lake. I mean, that just forces people to play so much differently. And as we saw, I mean, he was building up, and it's something we don't really see too often. It was really fun.
For sure. Let's check out some of the highlights coming in from that last game. I agree though. Like, I like that, you know, if for you guys maybe don't know, when you're walking in water, it slows you down, so you can't really just be like, I'm gonna fight in the water. You have to fight above it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, Symphony. That was our second place team.
Yeah. Nice little clinger here by Cypher. The triple clinger goes right down the hole.
I hit him.
Very aggressive here. This is a bold move by Cypher. If he turned around and shot him. Cypher's the man.
This is Toasty. Okay. Oh!
Oh, that's unfortunate. You'll notice there's a lot of third-party deaths here where they get shot from, like, their blind side, right? You got to be very aware in these tournaments.
Whoa! What? Oh my gosh, he was almost like skeet shooting. There. It was like 4.
Yeah. Oh, third party again.
Timo finds it.
Yeah.
Want to place a clinger? Could you light it up?
That communication is always key.
Oh man.
I'm gonna smoke it out. I got him.
Nice pressure.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. You need to be aggressive back, otherwise the enemy will just close in on you, and then you just can't do anything. You're in a bad situation.
This was a sick snipe here. He's like,
for
it.
Oh.
Funk bomb.
Beautiful.
Nice shot. I make sure you're in zone.
Oh man, so this is TSM guys.
Got Courage. He's full dead. Alright.
Wow.
And then
I'm playing high right
this
now.
is when they find
Ninja.
I'm sieging this guy. I'm sieging.
I like how Myth has all these like unique callouts, right? He knows these are like the pro level callouts. Yep. Sieging, he has a bunch of other terminology.
This is the final moments here.
He's dead.
Wow.
Nice job, man. Let's go.
That was a great ending.
Yeah, especially for our third match. Not bad. A lot of awesome games. I believe we have more coming the way, but we're going to take a short break. So for all you at home, get comfortable, you know, hang out, tweet at us with that hashtag, and we'll see you after the break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everyone. We're back after that short break. This is Summer Skirmish Week 5. I'm Zeke. This is Nick.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back.
Man, we've seen a bunch of awesome games, man.
Man, especially that ending in Loot Lake. I mean, you don't see that too often. It's very, very fun.
Yeah, for sure. For those of you that might just be joining us, let's talk about the standings. Let's see where everyone is currently. So as you can see, Saf and Ghoul leading the pack now with 22 points. XL Symphony right behind them. Courage and Hysteria behind them. Annihilus Distortion, Not Vivid, and Liquid Poacher, your top 5. A lot of different, we've seen actually a lot of the points fluctuate.
Right.
Over the course of the games.
Yeah, and the range on the scoring is quite big as well, like 22, 20, then it goes all the way down to like 7. A lot of variety, but even still, anything can happen. I'm definitely interested to see who's gonna get the win at the end of this.
For sure, and there's your top 20. And as you can see, we have some cool little icons there. So Tendons and Sean have activated Wrecking Ball. That means last game they got 7 eliminations, so their points for this game will be doubled. And then Amazy and Ashen have activated Kingpin. They got a Victory Royale. So for this game, their points will be tripled. So keep that in mind. Every elimination is worth 1 point, so one elimination is worth 3 points now. So
yeah, drop
a huge bomb, and then you could take a shot at that $1 million we've got for Week 5, 500,000 in here in Day 1. That's a prizing breakdown there. Not too bad, man.
That is quite a sum of money, and I would, as you said, it's not too shabby for a couple hours of Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
I like it.
You just have to place top 20, and you're like, hey, what's up? Not too bad, but I think we're getting ready here to hop into games.
Let's do it. I am excited.
Yeah, but for everyone at home, let us know how we're doing. Tweet us with the hashtag Summer Skirmish. We'd love to hear from you. Love to hear what you have to say, your predictions, your favorite clips. How beautiful you think Nick A is.
It ain't easy looking as beautiful, okay?
But you ready to go, man?
I'm ready to do it, yeah.
Awesome. We're going to be hopping here into match 4. I'm excited.
Let's do it.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
In one sentence, sum up the internet.
Very indecisive. One day they could be with you, and then one day it's like, you lose, and then all of a sudden you're the worst player in the world or something.
All right, second question. Is soup cereal?
It is definitely not. Cereal has to include milk. Does soup include milk?
What if it does?
That would be pretty gross.
So, man, what do you think? So now we're gonna get into match 4.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to business.
Okay.
My bad, I'm distracted. But what do you expect to see? We've seen some meta kind of develop and shift a little bit.
I think, with the teams who aren't on the board yet, or people who even have like 2 points, they're seeing the people who have like 20 points, 18 points, and they might be getting a little worried. And what do you do to get points? Eliminations. So they're going to want that Kingpin bonus. They're going to want that crown bonus as well. Like I think a lot of people are going to be more aggressive and try to take a lot more fights than what we normally see to try to get on the board and try to get those points.
Yeah, and I think a lot of players might see the scoreboard and say 20 points, that's overwhelming, but you just need Wrecking Ball, right? So
exactly.
We'll have to see how players utilize that here in match 4. Let's hop on into game. Here we go. I'm really excited, man. I like that. What's interesting is we only have one team right now with the Wrecking Ball bonus. Right. We have one team with the Kingpin bonus. So we saw earlier Liquid have actually activated Wrecking Ball after the first game, and they were immediately eliminated, so they couldn't utilize those points.
Yeah, trying to go for those for that bonus, and then it ended up costing them. So it's definitely interesting to see these playstyles when they have the bonus and when they don't.
Yeah, for sure. So this is the TSM guys. They're landing just outside of Junk Junction. This is actually interesting.
Yeah, because
we talked about this.
Because they actually like going towards Lonely Lodge. I always see Myth practicing like Lonely Lodge, or even in the bottom right area of the map. But it's interesting to see that he actually changed it up. And this is what I was talking about. Do you want to do that late game? Do you want to get out of your comfort zone and get a little nervous and go somewhere you're not used to? I mean, he could be used to this, though. Don't get me wrong. I mean, maybe he did practice it.
Yeah.
But definitely pretty cool to see a little change up.
For sure, and I love this map, showing everyone where all the players in the game are. And as you can see, there's actually a duo here in Junk Junction. I don't know if the TSM guys know that, but there is a team inside Junk Junction hopping over to Lupo and Flower. We've actually seen this duo. They played last week. Phenomenal duo these are.
Yeah, they really know. Lupo is always very, very calculated and very, very focused when he's playing. He knows exactly what he's doing. A very, very high-level player.
Oh, man, a nice 30 tag.
Yeah, and he's competed in many tournaments before. He definitely has the experience and knows what he's doing.
Oh, man, I like this.
He must be out of mats. Yeah, he was. He wasn't even building.
Man.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, okay, so that was a down. So his player's still somewhere.
Teammate nearby must be, yeah.
That was C9 Shivsy, by the way. Ooh, okay. Reloading the revolver. If he makes a revolver play, I'm going to freaking lose my mind.
Such a satisfying way to get an elimination, a headshot. Oh,
75, dude. You just hit someone in the face, and you're like, what's up? How you doing? I'm Dr. Lupo. I know how to snipe.
Yeah. That's his notification.
Yeah. I thought there was someone in there. I was going to, like, I was literally going to yell.
Yeah, I wonder, his teammate of the person they just eliminated probably bailed, honestly. I think that would be the... It's not wise to take on a fight, no matter how good you are, like 1 versus 2. Sometimes it's best to kind of wait and come at it from another approach. Live to get eliminated another day.
Live to get eliminated another day. There it is! That's the line from this week. Hopping over to Symphony and XL. So XLs and Symphony are actually our second place
Building
team right
very high up.
Ooh. Wow. Oh! That was God Wave.
He got it. Now, teammate,
wow.
His teammate is nearby. They have the ultimate high ground. Do they want to drop down and finish? They do, and this could... This takes a unintentional rip, but it might work out to kind of scout out the area.
Oh! I can't!
What is going on?
These games!
What is going on, man? This is nuts.
Yeah, Symphony's like,
That was like a snipe midair. I don't know if it was an AR or like a hunting rifle or what, but regardless, that was midair, which is very impressive.
Oh, dude, I didn't notice, but this is Punisher. This was actually another person. They're third-partying them.
Yeah.
So this is actually that perspective there. That's when they eliminate Symphony. So they third-partied them. Oh, brutal.
Awareness is so clutch. It's so key to be focused on your surroundings. Because when a lot of people get it down, they tend to say like, okay, we need to push this guy. But what about everyone else on the map? Like you're not really thinking of someone behind you, and that's kind of what happened.
Oh man, there's XLs right there. So they will fall. Your second place team is now eliminated from this game, so they couldn't utilize and earn any more points. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
But General and Too Cold.
A little Salty Springs drop right here. It's got a decent amount of loot. Definitely could use some more gear, possibly a better AR, more some healing.
Yeah.
Looks like they're just focusing on getting materials right now.
I like that they're heading up to Dusty.
Yeah, a lot of trees there. And I really like the recent change, how they've added trees down there. So if you do give up the high ground and you drop in the divot, previously there was no trees, there was no cover. So now with the great change that Epic made is, you have that cover. And not only that, but a lot of resources to be farmed. It's great.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of natural cover as well. So
yeah,
wouldn't be terrible going there. We'll see if they do that or not. 77 players left though, man.
Yeah, still, and that's where it comes back to. Like, remember we were talking about it earlier. In a public, getting shot. Public matches, people tend to get wiped out early on, right? But as we've seen these tournaments, people are staying alive till like final circles. Like, there's tons, and he almost drops.
Scary. Okay.
Only being held up by 1 ramp.
Oh my!
Nice recovery. Panicking a little bit.
I am.
And he was as well. He kind of messed up a little bit on that edit.
That's okay. He's okay.
Yeah, he recovered very. Oh,
wow. He was trying to break the whole structure down, but he hops down and finds Tendons. Tendons and Sean actually had, Wrecking Ball last game.
Wow.
So they go down.
Couldn't make use of it. Did they have any eliminations? I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm not sure. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
He went down.
This is Lamar and Zayt. We've seen Energy Zayt compete as well in the last few tournaments. Phenomenal player.
Great pressure there.
Oh, that was Dr. Lupo.
Oh.
I thought he was, but...
Dr. Lupo?
Oh, man.
Flush Factory, quite an interesting drop. You wouldn't, you don't normally see too many people coming here too often, so.
How come?
You got only one
I
kill?
would say because it's near like the outside of the map. There's no rifts really that you can take. And I would just say, yeah, you have a long way to go usually when the Storm Circle kind of makes you run out. But in this case, I mean, they've got the Storm Circle, so it is a good spot. But additionally, not a lot of materials to be farmed here.
Yeah, that's true. It's more like metal, right? Metal, brick, like it's kind of stuff that takes a lot more time to chew through before you can actually get all the resources from it, right?
Yeah. And now that I think about it, actually, they did add a rift nearby, so it's kind of a better drop than at the beginning of like Season 4 or Season 3.
Okay. Here's that map again. We can see players starting to move in from the circle. Looks like one player actually might be caught a little bit in the storm.
Yeah,
so
they're on the left.
In the upper left, there's actually quite a few people actually in the storm. There's one, running, as you mentioned, the pink arrow waypoint. And then other people are kind of making their way towards the center location.
I think they're in villain base. I think that's where they're at right now. That's what they're like. They're making their way up villain base. You know, trying to get out.
I got 2 rockets. That's it.
Okay, here we go. So we know Lupo's gone.
Yeah, and as you see, like not a lot of people were in Salty too much or in the centralized locations of the map. Goes back to the thing of everyone going towards the outskirts to try to maybe avoid engagements or maybe just a little luck that no one went there.
Yeah, yeah. This is Ghost and Sap. They're currently sitting at the very top of the standings right now. Now, well, keep in mind, they do not have Wrecking Ball. They do not have Kingpin. So every point they get is just a point all on its own.
No,
Ooh, thermal. Do you take the thermal? I love the thermal.
Yeah, I can just never get the fire rate down with going back from like the scoped AR to the the thermal AR. It's kind of hard to get that timing down, and I just feel like with the delay, because when you zoom in with it, you can't fire right away. There's a slight delay, and that delay always catches me off guard. I like to get in with my shots, pop and shot, and then get back in cover. That's why I prefer like hunting rifles for long range and snipers. You don't have to expose yourself for an extended period of time spraying that AR or spraying that scoped AR. Just a quick little shot, you pop out, and then you're right back in, and you're safe.
Yeah.
People
you just utilize a rift here to get around. What's interesting though, using a rift is great mobility, but it makes so much noise. You create this gigantic rift in the sky, you tear through, and then everyone's like, well, there's a player there.
And there's always those players trying to get those snipes as you take those rifts.
Last week we actually saw someone eliminate someone at like 232 meters with a gold AR. It was awesome.
Nice little build up here. They don't want to go too high now, and they're both in the same position.
Oh, they got him. I think he fell.
Nice and quick, and that's what you want. You want those engagements to not go out for an extended period of time. The longer you go on, the more likely an enemy will third party.
Oh man, they're trying to flush someone out. Okay, so he owns this wall, which means he can edit the wall. Nice. They find.
Looks like they got it. They got that second.
Now I think that was just a down though.
Oh, it may have been. It looks like he's playing very very safely. He may have. Yeah.
All right, this is Reverse, 2K, and Ninja.
Another Greasy Grove drop.
Ooh.
They're coming back. They're trying to redeem themselves. I like it. I like it. And they actually, wow, Reverse has 3 eliminations. Getting pinched by the edge of the storm.
What is happening? There's just explosions. Looks like they eliminated a team. They started like heal up, med up, and then...
And this is good, the way they're playing it. They're being aggressive back. You see Ninja firing back, building up as he fires, and vice versa. That way, it doesn't just let the enemy rain down fire without a consequence. They have to...
Oh, Ninja goes...
And he's in the storm. I don't think he'll get that revive.
Oh, he doesn't have mats, Nick. He doesn't have mats! Oh, trying to find it.
As long as he puts pressure, that's good. He's wow, great play.
Oh, it was Hysteria.
He may get this revive, Zeke. If he has bandages, he's going for it.
Well, where's Hysteria's teammate?
I don't know. He might have.
Oh my gosh, this is so stressful.
Chunking for 1 HP. The storm is. Oh, he got to stop. He should have.
I
got the revive? No way.
I don't know how I feel about this.
No, he's not!
Oh my! It was courage.
He's got a medkit. He's got to heal it now. Oh my gosh.
I don't even know. Okay. Do you think that was the right play?
I mean, he's alive, right? You can't go wrong. You can't argue with that. I mean, they traded. Reverse sacrificed himself to get Ninja. And then Ninja ends up clutching it out. And if they go on to win this, probably one of the best comebacks I've ever witnessed.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. You could see like he was literally getting pelted. Yeah. And then Ninja gets up and then he goes down.
I was like, why isn't he stopping the revive? Why doesn't he just shoot back? And then I realized, okay, there's only a second left. He wanted to finish it.
He was hoping maybe Courage didn't spray fire, like just anything, right?
I actually can't believe he got it. I don't know what I'm watching anymore. This is nuts.
It's all good though. Ninja